Hello and welcome to episode 52 of the Pod with your hosts. To my left, Isabelle. Say hi.
Hi.
To my right, Mark.
I'm here again, back again.
And myself on the bed, Owen, because we're recording with three
Nice and cozy.
completely different setup this time.
Totally new control room. I love to see it. Owen's over here like an air traffic control. He's got wires coming out of everywhere. It's insane.
It's like vaguely uncomfortable to sit like this,
Yeah, it
but
looks a bit.
got my legs up and everything. How are we all this week?
Great.
Pretty good.
A full-on year at it, Mark.
Yeah, Jesus. Oh my God.
And our first guest, how does it feel?
Sophie was first, no?
Nah, Sophie was the
She was
first
a feature.
feature,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
Yeah.
you're the first proper guest.
Crazy.
How are we? Are we
Great.
doing well?
Great. Loving
Pretty
it.
good.
You know?
Loving it. A full year at it, fucking hell.
Yeah, Jesus. Oh,
Doesn't feel like a year.
Nah.
Yeah. That's
So
the
much has
thing.
happened.
Well, to be fair, it is. I was thinking the other day. It is August, and that is a depressing thought.
Yeah.
It is August, yeah. Like, does it look like August?
Nah.
Fucking joke. Absolute joke, you know? But yeah, full year, that's like 4% of our lives.
Yeah.
Spent doing this podcast.
Oh my God. Why would you say
That is a
That's
bit
an
fucking
awful
grim.
way to put it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What a waste.
I
What
could
a
have made
waste of
such
my
better life decisions than making a podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's grand. How are you this week? How's life been for the both of you?
Grand. We saw Suicide Squad on the weekend.
Very good. A recommendation.
Yeah. We actually went through a bunch of films on Sunday, but can't really talk about most of them because it was Memories of Murder, which you talked about on this podcast.
Yeah.
1 Hour Photo, which we've also talked about on this podcast. And Jesse James, which we have also talked about on this podcast.
There we go. They're just too good. You have to watch them again.
And Black Widow,
And Black Widow.
which
Ooh,
I'll talk
Marvel. As well as our
Mhm.
Marvel connoisseur.
There we go.
about. See.
She might not be like a Marvel expert, but she's our Marvel expert.
Yeah, exactly.
We
Compared
needed
to
that.
you, like, I know enough.
Exactly.
But don't come for me if I get something wrong.
Oh, geez. We don't know anything about that stuff, you know. We need another voice in here.
Fuck is my... Oh no, I thought for a second my microphone fucked up for a second. We're all good,
It's all good. It's all good. The old Blue Yeti doing her job.
We're treating her well.
Aye.
Pushing her... Oh shit. We're pushing her to her limit at this.
Yeah.
I'm terrified that my fucking laptop is going to explode.
Yeah. Fuck that, man. Is it making that noise?
No, it's not. It's not yet. Anyway, it
Yeah.
will at some point.
Mine's dying as well. Like, remember we used to run the podcast off that thing, and my laptop is just like today I just shot the bed. It's just everything froze.
Those
No.
Zoom calls, man,
Yeah.
they were always touch and go.
Yeah. Like nowadays when I edit it, the Audacity is the only program I can have open. I have to close everything else because I just can't run it. You know, Audacity is like kilobytes. It doesn't take up any memory at all. It just shits the bed. I'm always afraid it's gonna freeze up in like 2 hours in.
Yeah,
And then just like corrupt the
you
file.
lose
you know?
everything,
Not
and you can't
really.
even export it, like, because it takes fucking ages to export.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fucking grim.
Fuck that.
Yes.
What movies did we all watch this week? What did you watch this week? We'll start with our guest.
Watch The Suicide Squad.
Mm.
Hotel Transylvania 3.
What do you think of Hotel Transylvania 3?
I loved it.
Loved it. Hotel Transylvania is a good time.
It's so fun. I really did enjoy it. What else? All the Maze Runners.
Maze
They're very
Runner.
good. They're amazing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get it?
Ah.
More like the Amazing Runners. I actually really enjoy those films. I think they're really
I
good.
had to show Owen the first 10 minutes of the last film because it is fucking unreal.
The Scourge Trials.
No, the last one, the Death Cure.
Oh yeah.
Do you know,
yeah.
like, they started with like a drone shot of this car like zooming through the desert, and then it turns into like them chasing a train, and then like a huge like spaceship, not a
Yeah.
like a aircraft, starts chasing them. Like, it's wild.
Yeah.
I just kept thinking about, like, if I was 14 in the cinema and this was like the film, I'm seeing it for the first time. Like, that's a fucking class opening.
Yeah. It's really it gets you pumped.
Yeah.
You know? I remember I read one of the books when back in the day. I picked up a book in Easton's and I just really liked the blurb, whatever. I was like, this sounds really interesting. And it turns out it was like the 5th book in the Maze Runner series. I didn't even notice till I pretty much finished the book. I was like, I don't get, like, there's no context to anything that's happening. I don't know these characters. But it turns out it was a Maze Runner book, and I forgot about it. And then the films came out. I think I saw the first one back when it came out, but I don't think I paid attention to it. But then Orla was showing me, she's a huge fan of the Maze Runner franchise and all that stuff. And I was like, these are actually really good. These are like, they're class, you know?
They
They're
are.
great action films.
I've never seen one of the Maze Runners.
You've never seen them?
Never
No,
seen
not one of them.
What?
I just know all I know about them is that Will Poulter's in them.
Yeah, and he's great in them.
Yeah,
He's
in
in
the
one-
first,
the first one,
and
yeah.
the third.
He's in the first and third one.
Yeah, he's one of those
Yeah.
redemption characters. He's a dick in
Yeah.
the first one, but in
Mm.
the third one, he's
He's a
sound.
dick in literally everything that he's in.
It's his face.
It's-
It's
yeah,
those
he's just
eyebrows,
got those faces.
you know? He just looks villainous.
Yeah,
You know, he's supposed to be Pennywise in It.
he was.
Yeah, he was originally supposed to be Pennywise. Because the guy who was going to direct that, Cary Fukunaga, who did True Detective, and he had, I think we talked about it before, like he had a script done out for It. And you know the way at the end of the book it has that child sex orgy? Like,
By
he,
God, do I.
he demanded, he wanted that to be in the film. And they're like, man, that's undoable. Like, we can't do
Yeah.
that. And so he was like, this is, they're restraining my creative vision. I'm done with this project, you know? And he dropped out. And then the new guy came in. I can't remember his name. This guy did one of those horror films. And he brought on, it was originally Will Poulter was attached to the Fukunaga project, but then he brought on the other fella, Skarsgård or whatever his name
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
the Swedish
I
guy.
can't remember what Skarsgård it is.
Yeah, one of
Yeah.
them.
One of
Yeah.
them.
So many.
Those Swedes.
Which one's the best out of the Maze Runners is?
I would say the last one.
The last
Well,
one, yeah.
The first 10 minutes of the last one is better than the other two.
The first 10 minutes of the last one is better than any moment in any of them.
Aidan Gillen's in it. He's really good. And at one stage in the second one, there's like this scene where they're like running away from him, and then a door closes, and there's just like a tiny little window, and like he can't get through. Like Aidan Gillen can't get through to the main people.
Mm.
And as it was happening, I was like, one of them has to give him the finger. Like that would just be perfect. And then Dylan O'Brien just gives him the finger, and it was just glorious. It's exactly what like you want to see. So that was really good as well. But I don't know. First one actually.
The
I'm not
first
answering
one.
seriously. The first one. I think that
Yeah.
was really good.
I appreciate the Maze Runners, but and I said this to you as well, because they did 3 films. They didn't split the last book into 2 movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Like-
kind of happened after, I think, just as I was ending.
Yeah.
That became like a trend.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know,
remember-
because it
remember
started with... I feel like it started with...
Harry Potter.
Yeah, it would have been Harry Potter or
And then
Twilight.
Breaking Dawn did it. And they kind of pulled it off, as we've seen.
Yeah,
on this
well,
podcast.
the second one's the best. Like, despite what people say, the second Breaking Dawn film is the best Twilight film. if we look at the vibology scales,
Yeah, look at it objectively. Yeah, the vibology tells the truth. But remember the Insurgents, or what was it called?
Yeah,
Divergent films?
did those
Man.
films finish?
No.
Did they not finish
No,
that in the
they
end?
were doing so like Divergent, Insurgent, and then Allegiant.
Mm.
And then Allegiant was the third one, and they did part 1. And they were going to do part 2, but because part 1 bombed, they were like, okay, we'll just do it straight to TV. And then all of the cast were just like, no.
Oh yeah, that seems like one of the ones that would have fucking
Yeah.
bombed.
But it was, I read the books in like a week, the 3 of them. Like they were really good books, but I actually, no, that's a lie. I didn't read the last book because I heard what happened in the end, and I was like, fuck that. Not
Why?
reading
What
it.
happens at the end?
She fucking dies.
Ah, fuck that. You can't have your especially in like fucking those teen books and stuff like that. You can't have the main character die.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck that.
Unless it's Harry Potter and then he turns into Jesus.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Joke. But yeah, those were shy though. Those films were shy.
Yeah.
I saw the first one. Well, I didn't see them all, to be fair, but I saw the first one. I was like, this is shy.
I'm pretty sure. What was that one? What's the one? Your one's name? The Irish one.
Oh, the
Lady
host.
Bird. The host.
That was Stephanie Meyer as well.
Yeah.
The host,
That
is that-
fucking
Yeah.
bombed as
Is
well.
that
was-
Saoirse Ronan though?
Yeah.
Saoirse
Was it?
Ronan, that's her
Yeah.
name. Yeah.
And Jeremy Irons' son was in it.
Oh, your man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was, I liked that, but obviously it just didn't pick up.
I want to see a list of like all the films where that happened, but like
dystopian.
they were like from a series and they were trying to jump on that bandwagon because like they had
The Mortal Instruments.
Yeah, I saw that in
Yeah.
cinemas. It
That was a
not-
great cast though.
It actually was. Yeah, your man. What's his name? Robert Sheehan.
Robert
He
Sheehan.
left Love Hate to do that film, and then that film bombed.
No.
And like Love Hate is like a
Oh.
national institution. And I was like, what were you doing, man?
Did you see Barry Keoghan's in the next Avengers Marvel
The
film?
Eternals. Yeah,
Eternals,
yeah. Man, he's huge. He's from.
He's
Yeah.
getting bits
It's-
done.
I was looking up. I was watching. You remember what's his name? Baldy McDonough. I was watching his TikTok videos. They're
Baldy
every-
McDonough has a TikTok.
Yeah.
I
It's just
didn't
him
know that.
saying the same thing again.
Of
Yeah,
course.
he only does the one thing.
Yeah, but it's kind of sad. But
Scooter
like,
in the pants and all that shit.
yeah. But like, I was going back through it, and I was going through his Twitter or something, and he was tagged in a photo of Barry Keoghan from like 2014, like before he was big, before he was even on Love Hate. It was just Barry Keoghan and him standing at the top of Dorset Street, and they're like pointing at each other like, legend, you know.
That's
just
so
like,
weird.
Just like back in like the natural habitat before they were big, just in the middle of D1, you know.
Before they were big.
Yeah. Well, Baldy McDonough was on the way down, you know. But yeah.
There was also the I Am Number 4. Did you ever see that one?
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
I remember watching that. I was like, oh man, I can't wait to see what happens in the next one.
Nope.
Nope.
No,
I'm not
I
reading
was
them.
one of the
Who the fuck
Artemis
reads?
Fell.
Yeah.
I was one of them to adapt that.
Which one?
And they did though.
Artemis Fell. Yeah, they adapted, but it's shy.
Yeah.
It's shy. My
Oh,
mum watched
fucking
it. So
Aragorn
shy.
as well.
Huh?
Aragorn.
Aragon. They did adapt
Aragon,
that,
yeah.
but it was shy.
That was a
And,
bad movie.
Mm.
Is there plans, or did they already do Skullduggery Pleasant?
I think there's plans for that. There's been plans for that for years. though, I'm
It's too
pretty
late
sure.
for that. Way too late.
Yeah. Well, he's still coming out with them.
Is he?
Yeah, my friend Aoife is like obsessed with them.
I
Like
used to love
the
them.
last person you'd think would be obsessed with them. She has every book signed by him.
That's gas.
I know.
What's his name?
Derek
Derek.
Landy.
Derek Landy, yeah.
He's great, man.
I only read the first 3 of those books. I don't think I even finished the third one.
Yeah, I used to love how they had the pages were colored. They're like green and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought they're so cool. I was
There
like
was
12.
another I don't think they ever made it into a film, but it was like the Gone trilogy or something like that.
Oh,
They were
yeah.
black with like luminous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were class
Uh-huh.
books.
And
Those books
those-
were really good.
The Cherub books.
Cherub, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember we did that in school, and people used to go around looking for the word boobs and highlight it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember that. That was pure
Classic.
primary school. That's what primary
Sex
school
in it and
for
stuff like
boys
that.
was like. I remember like what people used to do as well is like have a dictionary and look up the word bastard and just write things on it. It's like fucking whatever teacher is a bastard.
Yeah.
And like they look up fuck and just write you and stuff like that.
Yeah. Those are the days. Simpler times.
Simpler times.
Simpler
It's
times.
weird that they didn't adapt the Gone books and stuff like that though, because they seem like they were huge.
Yeah, I think because like they kind of got really well, actually, I don't know. They just I feel like the budget probably would have had to been huge because the story of it was like a Simpsons movie.
What is this? What is the plot for those books?
Is that a dome was put around a town, yeah?
What?
And then everyone over the age of 18 disappeared or something like maybe
It is
wrong.
something. I think it is that everyone over the age of 18 disappeared.
But it is like a dome or something like that.
What's the thing with domes? You know?
Yeah.
Ever watched that series Under the Dome?
No, but I heard about it
No.
before.
Is that like
It's the worst TV show I've ever seen in my entire life. It's
Where
just the
did-
worst thing I've ever seen. It's
Where did
so
that
bad.
original? What's the original one that did that?
Simpsons?
I think
Okay,
it was.
yeah, besides The Simpsons though.
I think it was. I think it was The Simpsons.
Nah,
I
that's
know, I think,
surely
is that
from
not
something.
Under the Dome, not a Stephen King thing?
Yeah, but that was released in 2009, like the book.
Oh.
Yeah, that was after The Simpsons. Apparently he wrote that as The Simpsons came out. He was like, oh,
And he's like, these
damn.
motherfuckers.
yeah. It's like, you're just unoriginal, Steve, you know? Give it up.
Yeah, come on, Steve, give it
Come
up.
on, Steve.
Give
Yeah.
it over. Like enough of his fucking books have been adapted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Jeez, that was literally the worst TV show. It has like you know Dean Norris and stuff from
No.
Breaking Bad. He's Hank in Breaking Bad. Ball
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's in it. He's like the villain, and it's just like because this is just after Breaking Bad had finished,
Oh.
and I was like, oh, Dean Norris is in this. Like, this is probably gonna be good. It's literally the worst
Actually, your man
TV show
from
ever.
Bacon. Oh my god, can't speak. Breaking Bad is also in Maze Runner.
Yeah, Gus.
Gus.
Oh,
His name is Jorge, and he calls everyone Hermano. And it's they just really are trying to make him Hispanic.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, Hermano. Every second.
I watched a film a while ago. I'm trying to find it now. And Dean Norris is in it. And someone else from Breaking Bad was also in it. Little Miss Sunshine. Wait on, who the fuck was it? There's 2 people from yeah, in Little Miss Sunshine, Dean Norris is in it. And so is
Oh, yeah.
fucking
Fucking, yeah. What's his name?
Brian
Cranston.
Yeah,
Cranston's
yeah.
also in that
Yeah.
movie. So the 2 of them were in something. The 2 of them were in that in 2006. And then, 2008, Breaking Bad started.
That's gas.
Yeah, gas.
Yeah. There you go. Synchronicity.
Yeah.
The lads.
They just keep getting the same people for fucking everything, don't they?
It's a monopoly. It's a fucking joke.
It is a joke. What you been watching this week, Marco?
I watched this fucking terrible film called Trog. There's
Trog.
yeah. It's one of those. I saw a video on YouTube. I was just like a compilation of trailers of like midnight films, Like, you know, films
Yeah.
that they show at midnight,
Yeah.
like just shit films from like B films.
Yeah,
B
like
movies.
real trash B movies.
Yeah, trash movies. And one of them was a trailer for Trog, which is just kind of caught my attention because it just had like this. I don't know, it was evocative or something. It's like this film from 1970.
It intrigued me.
It intrigued
And
me
the
in
name as
various
well,
ways.
Trog.
yeah, called Trog. It stars Joan Crawford, who's a very famous actress, like classic Hollywood actress, I believe. And this is her last
I've heard
film.
the name.
Yeah, you know her face. Everyone knows her to some extent. It stars her. It's her last ever role. And she's like regarded as one of the greatest actresses of all time. But like this is like irredeemable. This film is so bad. You know? It's about this team of British archaeologists or anthropologists find a troglodyte, which is just a different word for like a Neanderthal, like a missing link kind of thing, in a cave in the countryside in England. And they take it in, and they're like trying to study it, and like there's a whole thing of like the conflict between like science and faith, but like it's only touched on in like one scene where they like start quoting Bible passages at each other, but the rest of it is just like it's random people from like the town wanting to kill the Trog, and then Joan Crawford being like,
it's
"No."
alive.
Yeah, it's
so
alive.
It's just Encino Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just basically Encino
That's the
Man.
thing. Yeah, see,
Brandon Fraser didn't skate.
they should remake it with Brendan Fraser or something like that. You know, give him a bit of work. But the thing is, he was frozen. Like he's an actual caveman. He's not like a Bigfoot kind of thing. He was frozen, and now with climate change, the ice has melted, and he's like returned to life and stuff
Very
like that.
progressive.
Very progressive. It's 1970s. This is like just when they're
They
thinking
knew.
about it, you know. But
They
that's the
fucking
only
knew.
thing interesting. Nothing else is redeemable about the film. It's like the troglodyte is just a guy in a monkey mask, and the monkey mask doesn't move. It's just a mask, you know. And he's like, "Roar, roar, roar, roar," and he starts
He looks
talking.
like the fella out of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
SpongeBob monk ape.
Literally, except it's just a mask. He doesn't even have a bodysuit. It's just like a guy.
Oh.
It's just like a sweaty wrestler in a monkey mask, and he's running around and just causing havoc and stuff. And Joan Crawford's looking after him. She's trying to like, she's arguing. There's a whole court case about it. They're like, it's kind of like the like fox hunters and stuff like that. They're like, we need to kill this beast, this animal. It's a threat to they want to build a housing development on the land around the thing, and they're like, we can't have this beast loose in the countryside. And Joan Crawford's like man, like this is a caveman from 10,000 years ago. What are you like? The rest of the world
What are
is
you
like
fucking talking
yeah,
about?
you need, this is science. This is above your fucking land development. It's so ridiculous, and it's like unintentionally funny as well. It's just the court scene, like the villain is just sitting in the crowd or whatever, and Joan Crawford's making her case, and he just starts heckling her, and he's like, "Kill the beast," and the judge is just like, "Here, you need to shut the fuck up." Yeah, like what are you trying to say? He doesn't even have an argument. He's just like, "Kill it." But then she teaches him to talk. She teaches Trog to talk. She calls him Trog as well. That's his name. She's like, "Down, Trog."
Oh my God.
But like
Trog.
she acts like, the thing is, it's like it's Joan Crawford, like great actress, I assume. I haven't seen her in anything else, but she commits to it so well. Like she delivers
She
every
elevates it
line
then.
as if her life depends on it. It's actually great. It's a decent performance, like, you know. And she teaches him to talk, but he just kind of goes like, "Urgh," he makes like vowel sounds and stuff, and for some reason that holds up in court as talking, and so like they're like, "Oh, we won't kill him," but then he escapes from the facility and stuff. He goes on a rampage through town, and the rampage is just fucking hilarious. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, he runs up to a car, and this motorist is just like shocked seeing this like caveman at his window, and the Trog
As you would, to be fair.
just picks up the car and like turns on its side, and the car immediately blows up. It's just bursts into flames.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal.
And then he runs away, and he goes to a playground, and he just
Of course.
and he grabs a little girl and brings her back to the cave. And it's like, what does this have to do? Like, this is just like completely unnecessary.
Is the film gory or anything? Because like
No, there's nothing in it. Like,
that, like I find that really weird when it be like one of those midnight movies
Yeah.
doesn't have like gore and stuff like that, or like even like because Basket Case was like a midnight movie, and that was like gory and like had cool special effects. Like, I feel like Toxic Avenger as well would have been a midnight movie. So like, if they're not doing that, what is the point?
I'm not sure what the point of
Why
this film
am I
was.
coming to the cinema at fucking midnight to see a boring fucking movie? Like,
yeah. It's not even. It's just like a rip off of Planet of the Apes, but like in reverse or something like that. You know, it's like that kind of thing. And like, yeah, he kidnaps the girl and he brings her back to his little cave. And there's a showdown with the military. And obviously, he's supposed to feel bad for Trog, but at the same time, he's kidnapped a little girl, and and he has it in the cave. And Joan Crawford's like, we just have to reason with him. And the military are like, what are you talking about? And so they just blow it up. And I think he dies at the end. I looked actually, huh?
Does the little girl die?
No, they get her back somehow.
Oh, right.
They find a way.
Fuck her, blow it up.
Fuck it, we can't risk it.
Yeah. But like, yeah, they get her back, and then they just blow up the cave. I think he's dead, but I'm not sure what the point of the film was. You know, it's just like a really shitty B movie.
Yeah.
It was only 90 minutes though, so I don't regret watching it. I've no regrets.
Yeah, that's weird though. Like, I feel like, because like it is like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, Joan Crawford was like locked the entire time as well on set. She was like an alcoholic. I think she died shortly after this, but like the making of it was plagued by troubles, as you can kind of see.
Yeah.
But it's well made though. It is well made.
Where did you watch it?
It's just on one of the sites, like, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's free to watch on YouTube.
How did you hear about this film?
I was watching a video in work and I had trailers of B movies.
Oh,
Had loads. I've forgotten most of them. I just remember Trog. Trog stuck out to me.
Good way of finding films.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
watch a compilation of like whatever era.
Yeah, there's a lot of John Waters films. Which
To
are
be
all...
fair, he's like the king of midnight movies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's his thing. But they're like a whole different ball game, you know. Completely different.
Yeah, they are. Because I watched Pink Flamingos.
Oof. Really?
Infamous movie, Pink Flamingos.
Yeah.
I think this came out after Multiple Maniacs. I think he did Multiple Maniacs and then he did Pink Flamingos afterwards.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And like, he really took his my laptop here is about to fucking take off.
Yeah.
He really I feel like John Waters' philosophy is kind of just like shock. Like that's basically his entire fucking point. And that's like kind of how Multiple Maniacs starts off. You know, it has the bit where like your man's like, come and see all these atrocities. And it's like, it's just like most of it's just like two dudes making out, and he's like, "Isn't this horrendous?"
Crazy.
Because it's like fucking 70s Christian America.
Yeah,
that would have been shocking.
I only know, well, like previous to you like telling me about him, I only know John Waters from that Lonely Island song with Nicki Minaj.
Oh yeah, he's in The Creep.
Yeah. Like really briefly at the beginning.
Yeah, he's just like
I thought he was just like I just thought he was a weirdo, which he is. But I didn't realize he actually had like films.
He's like a gay icon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only knew him from the Simpsons episode he was in.
I've never seen that.
How have you never seen that, man? That's always on.
Because we keep talking about that in our little fucking film club. Like, I assume it's the episode where Homer's like, Bart's gay, so we need to not make him gay.
Yeah, but he becomes friends with a gay guy who's played by John Waters.
Never. I did not know that John Waters voiced that character.
Yeah, well, he has a little pencil mustache.
I can picture the character,
exactly.
but I didn't know it was John Waters.
Yeah.
Even because like John Waters, I've seen John Waters on Drag Race as well. I've seen that he's been a judge in that a couple of times. You know, he's very, very important to the gay canon. And like Pink Flamingos is like one of the most infamous films because like the entire point of it was just like, let's show people a lot of really shocking shit. Literally, there's shit all over this movie.
Yeah.
Divine at the end of the film picks up dog shit and just eats it, and like she spits them out and she like smiles at the camera, and it's like it was kind of pointless at that stage, but it was just kind of like this is fucking gross. This movie is like greasy, and like you can smell it. But like at least with like Multiple Maniacs, I preferred Multiple Maniacs to Pink Flamingos. Mostly because like the pacing to Multiple Maniacs was like starts off like kind of slow, or even like in the introduction of like come and see all these freaks, let's see all this weird shit, and then like slowly escalates, and then it escalates to the church scene.
Yeah.
Which like the church scene in Multiple Maniacs is one of the most shocking things I've ever seen in a film.
Yeah.
Even today.
Well, because it's like it's out of nowhere.
It's out of nowhere, and it
like,
goes on for so long.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Isabelle, so did I ever tell you about what the church scene is?
You have about the lobster.
No. The lobster comes out afterwards.
Oh Jesus!
The church scene is where Divine comes into a church, and she's there praying or whatever, and a lesbian comes up to her, and starts like trying to get it on with her, and they do get it on, and she pulls out her rosary beads and starts like using the rosary beads on Divine.
Yeah.
And as she's reciting the sanctions of the cross, and it's intercut with Divine like hunched over these pews with like these rosary beads going into her ass, and like shots of like the stations of the cross being played out, and they go through all of it. Like they go through the entire stations of the cross. It feels like it goes on for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That was a weird one.
And then the lobster comes in.
Then the lobster comes in at the very end of the film.
Oh my god.
But like Pink Flamingos does go further than that. Like just in terms of like content or like just like scenarios. Like basically, Divine in it is like she's Divine, and she has her family, who's made up like of half of the dreamers, and there's what the fuck are they called? There's another family. It's called the Beatles. Fuck it, this is called the Beatles.
Is this in Pink Flamingos?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the name of the other family's called, but they're like these other people, and Divine is the dirtiest person who's ever lived, or whatever, or the most disgusting person who's ever lived, or something like that. And she has this title, but the other family are like, no, we're the most disgusting people in the world, and they try and like one up each other. So the other family, what they do is they kidnap women and they put them down in the basement, and they impregnate them, and then they sell off the babies. I was like, that's pretty fucked up.
Not good. Bad vibe.
They get fucking mangled at the end of the film by Divine and the family. Like they get fucked up. But like it is just like some of it is like it is very shocking. There's a dancing asshole, which is a very famous scene.
How's that work?
Man's just on his back with his legs over his head, and his sphincter muscle is just working its way.
Is this like special effects?
No,
Is this his actual ass?
Man, do you think that John Waters had any form of special effects?
He has some special effects.
He blows up, like they blow up a caravan, or they set a caravan on fire at one stage, and that is the peak. I'm sure most of their budget went onto that.
Yeah.
There's also I have to remember. There's also a really famous scene, the chicken scene.
Oh no.
So
They just can't be good.
Oh no, it's not at all. The other family employ a girl to like find out information about like Divine's family or whatever. So she goes on a date with Divine's son, and then he brings her back to the house or whatever, and she's just like, I'm gonna have to do some real gross shit to find out stuff about them, so you better pay me good. And there's like Mink is also in it, like from the Multiple Maniacs. She plays like not a sister, she's just like someone that lives with them or whatever, and she wants to like watch what he's gonna do with the spy basically. And so he brings her into the room, and he's like, I got all these chickens, and then it cuts to basically I don't know, I'm not sure entirely how it works, but basically a chicken gets fucked to death, and like the chicken actually died, and they ate it afterwards, and he's like shoving the chicken into her, and like fuck it, it's mad, and like they full on killed the chicken.
Like in real life?
In real life, the chicken died, and then
why? Because they beat it up?
Because they got fucking crushed between two people fucking basically. I don't know. I don't think they're actually fucking, but like, and then all because you see the one, and then they move a little bit, and then another chicken pulls out. There's two of them involved. But then at the end of Pink Flamingos, there's like a bit where like John Waters is talking about the film, and he's like, and it's like this was done like years after Pink Flamingo came out, and he's just like, now I've got a couple of complaints about the chicken, but rest assured, we ate the chicken afterwards. So and it's like we gave it a great life. It gotta be in a movie. What else would it want to do?
Oh god, that's bad. That's actually bad. That's actually terrible.
Oh man, like the film fucking goes places. Like the whole point of Pink Flamingos is we are gonna show you the gayest, most shocking shit in the world. And like there's a bit where like Divine, like the guy isn't actually Divine's son, but like she gives him a blowjob at one stage, and like you see it, like he full on shows Divine sucking his dick.
What the fuck?
Oh man, Pink Flamingos is crazy.
That sounds way more shocking than Multiple Maniacs.
It can't, but like it takes so long to get there. Like I found the first like 45 minutes, an hour, like boring, and then the last 30 minutes is like complete insanity. The chicken fucking scene happens in the first like 20, 50, 30 minutes.
That wasn't shocking.
I mean, it was, yeah,
That
but like,
boring.
it's after the party scene. The party scene's with the dancing ass, so that's when it really kicks off.
That's when you know it's a party.
That's when you know it's a party. Like John Waters, he really like
Your new party trick.
Even what's it?
It'll be your new party trick.
Yeah,
Oh, I
here,
can't
lads,
wait.
watch
I've been
this.
practicing all fucking day.
Yeah, instead of fucking bench pressing me or squatting me.
No, dancing ass off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, we can all try it. I don't even know how you do that. Like, how do you train
Yeah,
yourself?
that must take
to
a
do
lot
that?
of control. Yeah, lot of training there.
A lot of training. That ass has
Practice.
been worked out. Let me tell you. That's like a proper hole. Like you can see into it. Like
Fuck it. I thought that was like special effects, like
No.
naked lunch kind of thing.
no.
Yeah, Jesus, Pink Flamingo. I've heard a lot about the film though. You know, just
And like
seeing the name and stuff.
that's why, because of like all this shit that is in it.
Yeah.
And like it does hold up for. I just think that Multiple Maniacs is the better movie. It is not as shocking. I don't know. Like the chicken getting fucked to death was pretty shocking, to be honest. Like, but they ate afterwards. And like John Waters is like, and they cut out loads of stuff as well. They didn't cut out any like major like stuff, like any proper shocking stuff. But like, just what a movie. And then you have the really famous Divine monologue where she's just like, hold on, I'm gonna pull it up because it's a very good speech, because at the end of the film they basically like capture like the Beatles or whatever the fuck they're called, and they give them like a kangaroo trial, and Divine invites all these reporters and stuff to be there and say, this is gonna be major news, so you're gonna want to be here to see this. And then they're just like, what, like they say something like, what if we don't publish the story or whatever? And she like turns like, I know where you live, I know where you live, I know where you live, I know where your kids go to school, I will murder every single one if you don't post this story.
Jeez.
Kill everyone now, condone first degree murder, advocate cannibalism, eat shit, filth is my politics, filth is my life. And that just sums up the entire movie. Like,
That's just John Waters, yeah.
that is just like John Waters like philosophy in making films.
What a
and-
philosophy, yeah.
By God, Divine eats shit as well later on, so
Yeah. My God.
crazy fucking movie.
Yeah, proper midnight movies, you know?
Yeah. Do better than that, Trog.
Trog, yeah, exactly. Do better, Trog. Come on.
What? Because like, the funniest thing as well is watching Cecil B. Demented and then going back.
Yeah, because Cecil B. Demented isn't that bad. compared
Cecil
to
B.
that.
Demented doesn't have anything like this.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, you know, it's like shocking in like a really like toned down way, you know. Like you wouldn't watch it with your family, but like it's not like,
Jesus,
oh my
no.
God, you know.
They don't murder a chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't fuck it. They
chicken to
don't
that,
fuck a chicken to death. Like,
Fucking hell, that was grim.
but he, like, John Waters has done like a Hairspray musical and stuff like that. Like,
Did he?
yeah, he's done a version of Hairspray.
Oh, I saw that. Mick Stahl was in Hairspray, I think.
Is she?
I saw it listed. Yeah, she was in that. Yeah, she's in all his films, isn't she?
She's a queen. She's great.
Yeah.
Divine is like amazing in all these films as well.
Yeah.
She's a queen.
The Dreamlanders.
The Dreamlanders. That's why they make a movie. Just have your mates and make them do really fucked up shit.
Yeah, it's just like Jackass.
It is, yeah. Oh, I say Jackass was definitely inspired by John Waters.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I see a lot of things.
You see the new
inspired by
trailer
John
for that?
Waters. What?
See the new trailer for the Jackass films.
I can't wait.
Looks very good.
Buzzing.
I'm absolutely
So
buzzing.
excited.
Who's your favorite Jackasser?
Steve-O.
Steve-O?
Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville, fair.
Well, the two main ones, you know.
Yeah.
Two lads. I love Steve-O's redemption arc. That's it.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a
His
king
YouTube
now.
channel is amazing as well. I love
He's
watching his YouTube
wild.
videos. Yeah, he's a king. He's an absolute king. You know, and the rest of them as well. Like, what's his name? Fucking Bam. Poor old Bam.
Poor old
Yeah.
Bam.
He's like the reverse of Steve-O.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
honestly.
he's not in the new one.
Yeah, he got kicked out because
Yeah.
he started making threats, and he was like, you know, violating his contract and stuff.
Yeah, because
Weird.
they're like, don't do drugs, don't drink. You know.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had to be sober doing all the stunts.
Yeah.
Yeah, insurance.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, I'd say their insurance is fucking
Yeah,
wild.
yeah, their insurance is through the
Oh my
roof.
god.
Yeah, I think Steve-O explained it in one of his videos, but like a lot of it is basically
Yeah.
signing your rights away, just
Waivers,
like
yeah.
saying if something bad happens, like
Yeah, I was just about to say they probably like didn't have insurance for like the first few
Yeah.
weeks they were doing.
Yeah, MTV are like, we're not you can do
Yeah.
this shit. We're not fucking paying for any of this stuff.
yeah, I think that was the original deal because originally he pitched it to like a magazine, and they were like, we don't have the budget for this, and then he
Yeah.
pitched it. I think he did like a limited version for the magazine for an article, just like doing stunts, and then he pitched it to MTV, and they were like, oh, we can sort of back this. but like we can't take any accountability. But I remember watching a video where one of the guys, I can't remember, one of like the sort of like the satellite members that you just saw every now and then. I think
There's so
Steve
many of
O.
them as well.
Yeah, I think Steve O was supposed to do a thing where like they like tie you know the thing where you tie like a little thing around your tooth and like rip it and pull it out.
Yeah.
But they're gonna get a Lamborghini
They
on the
did
other
do
end
that
of
in
the
the
string.
third one though.
Yeah. With the, I don't know if they did it twice or if it's the same guy or what. But like they got this. Steve-O couldn't do it because I don't think he had any teeth at the time. So like they got another guy to do it, and they tied the little string around like his one of his main incisors at the front of his mouth, and put the other end to a Lamborghini, and then the Lamborghini shot off and his tooth came out, but it didn't just pull out his tooth; it fractured his entire like all up to his eye socket because like the force was so harsh, and because like his tooth hadn't been like loosened beforehand, so it was still attached to his skull. So like that, this guy was like his face was fucked. His face was like literally broken, and obviously MTV weren't like we're not gonna pay for that. Like that was your own
Fucking
fault.
hell.
But
I
yeah, that's
never
the
knew
thing,
that.
shocking
Jesus.
stuff.
What's your favorite Jackass stunt?
I don't know. Come back to me. Let me think about
Would
it.
you?
I like the one they had. Who was it? Pontius. Pontius was out. I was just walking around as the devil, outside like a church or something like that, and he was just shouting at like religious people, saying that like he like promoting the devil. I can't remember the specifics, but it's just the way he was saying it, the way they were doing it, and like people were coming up to him and like trying to start on him and stuff like that. It was just very good. Like,
That's
it
so
wasn't
funny.
even shocking or like violent. It was just very, very kind of simple setup.
Yeah, I like the ones that are like. I love the one where like. What was the one where like Wee Man is like at a bar and this other like little person comes in and is like you're fucking my wife or whatever, and then they start fighting and then like the mini cops come in and pull them out and stuff like that, and everyone's just sitting around the bar like looking.
Yeah.
Some of them are so funny.
Yeah, they're so simple. Like they're all like the what are they called? Like the in between stunts or like shots.
I love even
But they're
the
so
fucking,
good.
the hand one, the high five, you just get fucking decked
So
with a massive
stupid.
hand.
Yeah.
Or the one where there's like a note on at the door and the writing gets smaller and smaller as they're reading it, and then they get like punched in the face.
I remember watching the TV show.
I used to watch it with like Connor all the time, my older brother.
Yeah, that's a real older brother
Yeah.
thing to watch.
That WWE and
Family Guy.
Pawn Stars.
Pawn
Pawn
Star,
Star.
Jesus. Do you ever watch
Watchable.
Dirty Sanchez?
No.
Dirty Sanchez were these like Welsh dudes or something? I think they were Welsh. But they basically did like a similar thing to Jackass, but genuinely way more extreme. Like they were in like fucking Brazil or whatever the fuck they were in one
That's how
episode.
you know it's extreme.
That's when you know they went to Brazil. But they took like because like the way the way that a machete works, like hitting a human, is you have to like hit them repeatedly to like start making damage. So you can take one hit of a machete and it'll cause a massive bruise, but it's not gonna like hack into you. So they did that.
I wouldn't take that chance.
No.
I would never take that. Imagine doing that.
Imagine that. And like they did it on the fucking calf, right? And like your man gets smacked in the leg. His fucking leg is like turns purple, and there's just a thin slice all the way through, like just a thin slice where the blade went. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's
Fuck that.
fucked up.
That's like more like that'd make you anxious watching it. You know,
That's like a snuff film, really. Like that's just gross.
Yeah, Jackass is like lighthearted, you know. No one gets hurt really.
I love the shit bungee one.
The which one?
The shit
Oh
bungee
yeah,
one.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
With the toilet, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, Steve. Yeah, how did they do that?
What are they gonna do in the new one?
I don't know. They have new cast members and stuff.
Do they?
Or they have new people in, you know. I
They
think.
definitely have to. Those of us are too old to be doing that.
Yeah,
stuff.
they're in their 50s and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Imagine your dad like doing all that stuff.
Imagine
like,
Steve-O being your dad. Your dad has a tattoo of himself on his back,
Oh my God.
like smiling with the thumbs up.
yeah, his tattoos are so funny. Yeah, you see, he has that thing. He's like your name on his ass.
No.
Mm.
He has when he was like really poor, he'd go into a bar, and if he couldn't afford a pint or whatever, he'd walk up to a random person and be like, "I'll bet you $5 I have your name tattooed in my ass." And then he pulled down they'd be like, "Oh yeah, sure," and he pulled down his pants and he just have like the words "your" and "name" on his ass, and he's just like
Smart.
so simple, you know. The guy was just, you know, he's a genius.
Destined
He's a
for
genius.
greatness.
Yeah.
Yes,
He went to clown college, like.
great mind, like.
Yeah, I remember hearing a story by Steve-O before about like he was at like some frat party or something, And he used to do this thing where he was like, where he'd be on a balcony and he could fall off the balcony and be grand.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you can fall off a balcony and be okay, but he could do it. But he's saying that like he was really fucked up one time and he was like, oh, watch me do this. And he did it and he fucking fell wrong and he fucking split his head open on the concrete and like broke his wrist and his knee. And he's just like, I almost died doing it. He's like, I did it again like a couple months afterwards.
And he filmed as well. His first reaction when getting up was like, get the camera.
Yeah.
And there's like, there's like footage of him like on the floor, like beside the pool, and there's like a pool of blood just like around his head, and he's like, gnarly, dude.
No, that's a different. That's when they used to light his hair on fire.
Oh right.
And it caught him like full on blast in the face, and his face is on fire. And he's like, "Did you get that?"
Yeah.
Jesus,
some man.
What a way to make money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What a fucking life. What else you been watching?
What have I been watching? Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey, yeah. Because what do you prefer, that or Suicide Squad?
Well,
or are you too drunk for Suicide Squad?
As we all know, I got a bit drunk for the Suicide Squad. But Birds of Prey is class. I really enjoyed it. Thought it was really, really good. Bit mad.
What's the story to Birds of Prey?
Basically, Ewan McGregor is the bad guy, and he wants this. Would I give a summary or like detail?
Yeah, do a summary. Go through the film.
Okay. He wants like a diamond that has like a massive diamond that has that has like codes for a bank account inside of it somehow. I don't know. I think it's called the Bernelli diamond. And way back like 20 years ago, all of the Bernellis, which were like a mafia like gangsters in Gotham, were all shot dead by him, basically. Spoiler. And he's trying to go after this diamond because it has like they've loads of money in their bank account, and basically there's this like little teenager that pickpockets it, and then he's going after her, like, and wanting to basically like I can't remember, he's like Mr. Zaz, I think is his sidekick's name, and he peels the face off of everyone.
Ew.
Yeah, really gross, and he has like cuts all over him. For like every person he kills, he like scars himself. That's really
so fucked up.
It's so fucked up.
The face collector.
Yeah, it's so gross. Ewan McGregor's the Black Mask, in case you're wondering. That's his villain name.
But ever since we've done this podcast, I have never like realized how many fucking like face removals there are in films.
Yeah, it's so fucked up. I remember watching a Ghostbusters episode
Big fear.
where they removed the face. Like you remember the animated series?
Yes.
Used to be on Nickelodeon. I remember I watched one of them.
On Nickelodeon?
Yeah, it was on Nickelodeon. Well, it didn't show up, but they showed him like he was strapped down, and it was like the villain or whatever. It was like the start of the episode where they were setting up the villain, and they had this guy strapped down, and they started peeling off his face, and I was like, I'm never watching that again.
No.
I was like, how could they show that on a kids network? You know, I was like, you wouldn't see that in like the most.
They showed
fucked up...
Mr. Media on Nickelodeon. They could show whatever the fuck they want.
Oh my God,
that was way more horrifying, but that was like horrifying in like a cozy kind of way.
That was the fucking Nickelodeon midnight TV show.
Yeah, man, bring that back. We need a reboot, Mr. Media.
Look, that makes me feel sick.
Face peons are rotten.
No, Mr. Media.
Oh, Mr. Media as well.
Yeah.
The first time Mr. Zaz, Ewan McGregor's sidekick, does it, he has a family of 3 hanging from their feet. In, like,
we started watching it. I was like, I can't watch this.
Yeah. And then he like starts to peel his face off, and just peels like the father, mother, and daughter's face off.
Does he do all 3 of them?
All 3 of them.
Jesus.
I know, it's fucking gross. Basically, yeah, this girl, she pickpockets it, and then Harley Quinn, and then 3 of the other, like, you know, girls.
Huntress and stuff, isn't there?
Huntress, she's actually the Bertinelli's like daughter that survived.
Oh, okay.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead, I think.
Yeah, that's her name. Yeah.
Ramona Flowers. She's really funny in it. And then, Detective Montoya, who's just like a detective, like who gets like hard done by, you know.
Jeez.
The mic didn't pick that up, so it's fine.
Picked up over here.
It's the angle that I'm sitting. I can't control my sphincter from
Dancing
here.
asshole.
I'm over here, so it's fine.
Oh my God, stop talking about it.
This is all staying in.
Detective Montoya, she's like a hard done by cop who like has the credit taken off her for like everything she's done, and then her partner makes captain because he took credit for all of the things they did.
Typical men.
I know, yeah.
Classic.
And then a girl, Black Canary, who's a singer in Mr. McGregor's Ewan McGregor's club. And she's just like a badass, and she just fights. But then at the end, it turns out she can like sing such a high pitched noise that it's like, you know, the vibrations fuck everyone on the ground. And her mom was apparently, they hint at her mom also having the same power.
That's a mad power to have.
But yeah, and then they all save the little girl, and it's really fun, really funny.
I like the way that DC had, like, they're like, we can't really make a story, so we'll just make every film extremely violent.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't really much of like a plot. Like, there was, but like
It's just a superhero plot.
a lot of it was just, I feel like all DC films are just like introductions.
Yeah, they are.
You know?
Yeah.
Because
They
like, you
really
never
fucking
heard
are.
of Hunters before, never heard of Black Canary. Well, I haven't anyway.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
doing something else with Harley Quinn now. They're gonna do like another team thing for her.
She wants to get her own film, no? She's done 3 team films now.
Yeah.
They've really just given up on the idea of Justice League and just like, I hear DC's
They
just
should.
a Harley Quinn machine.
They
Yeah.
should. They should.
I
Terrible
haven't
idea.
even watched them. Like,
Yeah, they should. Yeah.
At the end of Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn and the little girl, like the little pickpocket, they run away together, and they're still bad. But then Huntress, Black Canary, and Detective Montoya are all like a good crime fighting duo or trio.
Is Joker in this at all?
No.
Good.
Not at all.
Yeah.
At the
Fuck.
beginning of it, she like you know, the beginning of it's like a cartoon, and she's like going through her life and stuff.
Yeah.
And then she's like breaks up with the Joker, and she's like slamming at the door screaming. And then she doesn't tell anyone that they've broken up, because if she does, then everyone will want to kill her, because she's like done loads of shitty stuff to people.
Oh yeah, I remember that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then eventually, like, she just gets really annoyed and like blows up the place where I think it's like Ace Chemicals, where like she turned into Harley Quinn.
Hmm.
And then that's like a, you know, a big sign that they've broken up, and then everyone starts coming after her.
Because what I remember about like Birds of Prey was people talking about like the feminist reading of it, because it's directed by a woman as well, isn't it?
I don't know.
Did I just make that
Probably.
up? Hold on, I could have just made that up.
I feel like it
I think
was
Yeah, I feel like
I've
it
a
was as well.
big part of the marketing or something.
Yeah.
because it is like a feminist like take on
Superheroes.
superhero. Jesus, could not think of the
Yeah.
genre.
Isn't it based on a comic as well? Like there's an actual comic series or whatever. Birds of Prey.
Kathy Yan.
Huh?
Kathy Yan.
Kathy Yan.
Character.
Fair play to her. Not
Who
bad.
the writers for this thing? Is there any writers? Come on,
There are
Letterboxd.
no writers.
There are no
It's all
writers.
improv.
Oh, there's no one's credited as a writer for some reason in this.
Weird.
Surely the fuck there is. Come on.
Yeah. It was AI.
The feminist computer did it.
Fed them
'Cause
Gloria Steinem.
What?
Fed the AI Gloria Steinem in all the Marvel films, and this is what they came out with.
What's the thing about the sandwich or something that's in the film? Because I've heard that before.
Oh, okay. So, right after she like explodes Ace Chemicals, she goes to like a deli.
Yeah.
And the guy makes her an egg, bacon, and cheese sandwich, and then she's like walking across the street trying to eat it, and then it turns into a chase scene because everyone starts to come after her because they know she's broken up with the Joker, and then it gets fucked on the ground, and then at the end of the film, the little girl buys her a sandwich. The same
Oh,
sandwich.
because I've heard before that that's meant to be like
A metaphor.
like no, like kind of like a critique of like, you killed my wife, now I must take revenge. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
I think so. Because that kind of is like her, like how she gets angry because she can't have her sandwich. But to be fair, it looked like a class sandwich.
Egg, bacon, and cheese is a solid combination.
It looked, the way it was like made, like the way it was shot in the film, it looked good. It looked very good.
It sounds good. I think
Yeah.
it's Birds of Prey shot.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
DC really changed it.
It's definitely worth it. But that scene, like that bit where she like jumps on your man's legs and breaks his knees.
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Fucking
Fuck that.
rough. It is like, I don't know.
Does it stay that violent as well throughout the entire film?
Kind of, yeah. Like that was just very like, out of nowhere. I feel, but I feel like all the other violence is kind of expected. But it is that kind of level.
Yeah, there's a dude that collects faces. Like,
Yeah, Well, no,
Marvel would
he doesn't
never go to that level.
even collect them.
He doesn't even collect.
Throw
I
them
just
aside.
doesn't wait. What's the fucking point? At least John Waters ate the fucking chicken.
But at the last fight scene is in like a carnival, and they're in like a wacky mirrors room, and then in like it's all really weirdly colored and stuff. It's really cool. It's very like how they marketed Birds of Prey. You know, like all those colors and stuff.
Yeah. Did that scene in Suicide Squad where Harley Quinn's escaping?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that bit?
No.
She's like hitting people in like flowers and stuff.
Oh yeah. No, but this wasn't like CGI. This was actual. Like the actual place was like a carnival. Like it was like a wacky house.
That's
I
cool.
can't remember the name of it.
Very cool.
It was cool. I'd say it's really good. I just love Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
She's great. She just is Margot Robbie now.
She's Harley Quinn. Yeah.
She is. Did I say she is Margot Robbie?
Yeah.
She just is Margot Robbie.
She is.
She just is.
You know what? Owen, you're right.
I am right.
Margot
Yeah.
Robbie.
Argue,
Shockingly.
debate you about that. Like she just is. She's the best
man.
Margot Robbie that there could be. Like
Right again.
No, yeah. I think we should check out more of those DC films.
Yeah, I'm thinking of watching all of them.
What other ones are there?
Like Man of Steel and those ones.
Yeah, Man of Steel.
Batman versus Superman.
But like they're like pretty shy, aren't they?
Yeah. Aquaman.
Aquaman, you sort of insinuate that Aquaman was pretty good, like.
Yeah, but like it's good in like the same way that a bad movie's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It was so weird. Like just wild. The fact that your man that directed all of the Conjuring films directed that. Like I feel like that just explains it.
Yeah, what's his fucking name again?
James Wan.
James Wan,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a king, to be fair.
He is a king.
But like, what's he doing directing that?
Yeah.
What's he doing there? You know, he should be directing a horror film, like superhero. Whatever. Not Aquaman. Like, it's not horror.
Dunno. It's such a weird pick.
You know. But sure, it doesn't really matter, you know, because like the way with Marvel, all their action scenes aren't shot by the director. They're shot by.
Yeah, you were saying that before.
Really?
Yeah, like
I didn't even know that.
that was the reason. I think was it Edgar Wright dropped out of Ant-Man. You know the way
Yes,
there's
he
always
did,
like
yeah.
directors drop out of Marvel films. They're like, oh, creative differences. It's mainly because every action sequence in a Marvel film is shot by like contractors,
Oh.
and they all shoot the same way. So like there's like
Yeah.
a uniform kind of like aesthetic to it. So like the director has his name at the end of the at the start of the credits is only does the other scenes. So they're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
much.
feel like that kind of helps. Like I feel like that is good. Not like good as like a creative way, like from a director's point of view, but as like someone who watches Marvel films, that's kind of like the nice part about them is that like I don't know, all the like
They're very consistent.
yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna
Like,
suddenly get
whereas,
fucking. You're not gonna get fucking Black Widow snapping a dude's knee out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a part in Birds of Prey at the end where I was just like, this is just weird. Like this, like fight scene just could have been better. Whereas at least there is like consistency in the Marvel ones.
Yeah, you have to be a good directing an action scene is hard enough when you have to have all these characters who are already like have their set personalities and stuff like that, or like have to act a certain way, but also needs to tie into this and this and this. Like I can kind of understand why they do that. You know that's like, Ready Player One was directed by Spielberg. But he didn't have to direct that much because all that film is CGI.
Yeah.
So he had fuck all to do, and that's why he did it.
Yeah, that film.
Loads of the Marvel films are all done on green screen. Even bits that are like don't need to be on green screen because they're made to be like changed and like chopped around. So like, say for instance that there's a bit in Black Widow where like Florence Pugh and Scarlett Johansson are just having food. Like that's all they're doing, just eating outside. But that's on a green screen.
Yeah, you can really tell as well.
Yeah, because they like it's all just made to like last minute changes in editing. Like,
yeah,
that's fucked up.
Isn't it?
They shouldn't do that. That's
what was better,
terrible.
Black Widow or Birds of Prey?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I really love Florence Pugh and David Harbour in Black Widow. I thought the two of them together is so funny. I don't know. I'd say pretty equal. I can't. Don't make me choose.
Yeah, no, pick one.
Yeah, you gotta pick one.
You gotta pick one.
Um.
If you rewatch one, what would you pick?
Oh, I'd rewatch Black Widow.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But that might just be like.
That's just your Marvel.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
My Marvel gene.
Were you annoyed at the fact that the fact that Black Widow came out after everything?
Yeah. Oh my god. Fucking
Right, so, Mark,
raging.
Black Widow, like the story of Black Widow takes place after Civil War.
So it's like before Infinity War and
2015.
Endgame and all that stuff. 2015.
I think 2016.
That's when it's
2015.
set, yeah.
Why'd they make it now then?
Because they realized in the fucking Endgame they kill off Black Widow, and I feel like they were like,
Oh, yeah, she dies, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the
fucking
point?
ridiculous.
They should have made it ages ago.
I think the
Yeah.
point
When
was
they had loads of money, like.
yeah. Well, because Roberts was saying to me that the
Mhm.
reason why that happened was because someone that was like a big fucking producer or something in Marvel is like a big Trump dude as well, and he hated anything that wasn't like white, but like straight white guys doing things.
Okay.
And apparently, like he then left in 2018 and 2019, and that's when they started making Black Widow. Then
yeah.
because they were able to. Apparently, it was really difficult to make fucking Black Panther because of that reason.
I'd say so.
What? Who
Yeah.
was that?
I don't know what the
Some
fuck his
Trump
name
guy.
is. That's what Robert was saying.
Oh,
to me.
it was what was it, fucking Mnuchin or something, or what's? I think I know the guy you're talking about. Yeah, he's like financing.
Yes.
He still does a lot of
Oh.
producer work as well. He was like one of Trump's main guys. I forget his name. Give his own name. But yeah, I know what you're talking
But
about.
there you go. Like it's being funded by these fucking
Yeah.
right wingers. Like
That's the thing.
CIA propaganda.
That's
fucking-
it. That's it. It's-
Marvel is just
Where's the
like,
money come from? It all comes from the same place, you know.
yeah.
They're all scumbags.
As much as I love it, I'm like, I hate when people try and like deny the fact that it's just like military propaganda.
yeah, because they need it to be if
Yeah.
they want to use all the sets and stuff.
Yeah, you should just people should not talk about any form of politics when it comes to the Marvel movies. Like
No,
you're not coming to
No.
Marvel films for your
No,
world
it just
view.
makes me feel fuzzy inside, and I like them. I was actually okay. So you know the way I cry at every Marvel film, just because of whatever,
whatever the
changes
brain,
every time.
whatever the brain's producing.
Yeah, I was watching a podcast, the Trixie Mattel and Katja Zamalochkova podcast, and Katja said that she cries at every Marvel film, so it's not just me.
There you go.
Not bad.
So I'm not that
You're not
broken.
weird.
So wait,
You're
you
like
cried at the end of,
Katja.
like Winter Soldier and all.
No, it's
Thor
never at
3.
the end.
Never at the end.
It's always just at
during.
a random bit in
Oh.
between.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
There's always emotional impact
Just like
moments,
one-liners and stuff. They just give like it might just be like one little tear, but it still counts.
Not even ignore her, right?
Yeah.
We were watching fucking Winter Soldier, and
Mhm.
like Bucky showed up.
Yeah.
Not like he just
I cried at Winter Soldier.
Bucky just showed up, and Isabelle started tearing.
It's just they're best friends.
And like Captain America hasn't even realized that it's Bucky at that stage.
I also
Yeah.
actually I was thinking last night. I got really annoyed about it. About because I was thinking about like what I was gonna say today about Marvel because I was like I just really like them. I don't know what I'm actually gonna talk about. But when at the end of Endgame when Captain America goes back to the 1940s,
yeah.
I just started thinking about it. What a fucking prick, leaving Bucky behind.
Yeah, he's just left his mate.
Like his mate's just there. Like fucking move on, live in the where you are now. And it was so out of nowhere. Like there was no hints to it. Well, there kind of was of him like humming and hawing over. But like, what the fuck? Bring him back
Yeah.
with you. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, yeah. How come he had to go through all this trauma
Yeah.
of being a world class assassin? He was just stuck in ice.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? He had to go through like brainwashing with my boy Daniel Bruhl.
Daniel
Daniel Brew, what a king,
I
yeah.
know.
King.
What a king.
But and like even at the end of Endgame when like Bucky's like he's not coming back, and then Sam Wilson, the new like Captain America, he was like, "What do you mean?" And like there's old Steve Rogers sitting on the bench. He doesn't even say goodbye to Bucky. He just says goodbye to Sam.
That scene's so funny.
It's so
He's
bad.
staring straight ahead. Couldn't give a fuck. It's all about him. I've lived my life. You can all fuck off.
Also, that doesn't make sense either because the whole point of Captain America is that he shouldn't age.
yeah, why
Yeah,
does
he's a
he? No one
super
else
soldier,
ages.
yeah.
Shouldn't
No
age.
one else ages except for him.
Yeah, because he can't get drunk either. Because he has like you know,
Straight edge.
I don't know. I can't remember.
He's a pioneer.
But like, but it's something that like he can't like.
Imagine Captain America on acid. Like that would just be carnage.
Man, that would be
Oh
a
my
great
God.
miniseries. Like they should do something like that. You know, like a
Yeah.
60s Captain America. You know,
Oh yeah.
could be gas.
Just turns into Charles Manson.
Yeah, he's evil. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
just does. He like that's what happens, and then like 50 years later, he just does 9/11.
Different phases. Like
He just fucking
Yeah.
what's the word I'm looking for? Defects.
Oh,
the what?
defect.
We're like working for
Oh, he
America.
defects. Yeah, to the
Yeah.
Taliban or whatever.
Hot topic.
No, yeah. Fucking. Well, when we were watching Black Widow, you know they thought like Redguard, is that his name?
The Red Guardian.
Red Guardian. Well, did he actually fight Captain America,
No.
or was he just bullshitting?
Bullshitting.
Okay, grand.
Yeah.
But then why is he like the Florence Pugh and stuff
Who's
like?
Redguard?
He's
David
David
Arbor.
Arbor.
Oh,
Yeah, the Red Guardian.
from Hellboy.
Yeah, he's
Um,
Red Guardian is completely useless in that movie.
Yeah.
He's just a punching bag for
He's
one
just
scene to like
funny.
hold off like the strongest villain basically, and just
Yeah.
be a punching bag for a bit, and then that's it.
Mm.
He doesn't do anything. But like, cause he asks like Black Widow, he's just like, did
Has he
Captain
said
America
it?
talk
Yeah.
about me?
No, well, see, that could be like a hint towards other super soldiers that America were working on during the 80s.
Mm.
Do you know? So that could like come into like later. I doubt it, but like, but
Because I was confused
Yeah.
at that. Because like, wait, why is he? Because
no, he was on ice from like 1945 to like 2012.
Yeah, but that's why I was so confused. I was like,
Mhm.
why is he asking Black Widow? Because Black Widow would obviously know that he's bullshitting.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Because then I was wondering, oh, what if it's because
Boogie.
he was stuck in ice, but he hasn't gone back in time, or has he? This is the multiverse thing now.
Or what if it was Boogie?
Yeah, maybe it could have. Well, would have been Boogie because he
Maybe.
said
He not
Captain
talk,
America.
Boogie? No, he doesn't talk. But I mean, all they'd have to do is whack on a costume.
Does Boogie not talk?
No, he didn't when he was brainwashed. He does
Jesus,
now.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's him.
I was
Yeah.
about to
The
lose my
mask,
mind there.
Yeah. No, actually, Falcon and Winter Soldier, the like TV series, was very good.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I actually really liked it. Like the WandaVision explored kind of like I think I was saying this to you, like trauma,
Mm-hmm.
and then Falcon and Winter Soldier was like class issues, and then Loki was like religious trauma or something like that. I can't
Mhm.
remember, but they dealt with class issues pretty well, I thought anyway.
Falcon's like the worst superhero.
But he's the new Captain America.
He just has wings.
He's the new Captain America.
He
then.
just
Yeah,
has
I
wings.
saw that,
He just
yeah.
has a suit. Anyone can be that dude.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
him, Black Widow, and
Iron
Iron
Man.
Man. It's like they're just
Hawkeye.
They're just Hawkeye. He's good with
Yeah.
he's good
Hawkeye
with bow
can
and
just shoot
arrows.
well, like-
he could just get shot and he's dead.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's why Thor is the best superhero.
yeah. I
So
was,
He's the only one that actually the Hulk.
the Hulk. That
Hulk, yeah.
Hulk's OP, man. He's OP as fuck.
He gets barred all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but he's still.
But he
OP,
loves it.
like-
He
Yeah,
loves it. He
yeah.
loves getting the shit kicked out of him.
Who wants it?
Who wants it? No, yeah, because like he fucking yeah, most of them aren't even, like Black Widow isn't even a fucking superhero. She's just a spy.
Yeah, she's not. She can't fight aliens, but she does. You know. Same with like, fucking Hawkeye and like, even the Falcon, or what's his name? Is that his name?
Falcon.
Falcon. Yeah. Like, what does he do? He just has wings.
Got the wings, yeah.
Yeah.
Same with what's Don Cheadle?
War Machine.
War Machine.
Well, at least he has a big old suit, like, you know.
Yeah,
Like a bigger suit,
a bigger.
you
suit.
know.
Falcon has like a little drone.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's a little drone with him.
Who does?
Falcon in the new ones. Falcon.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What is the crack with Marvel now? What are they doing?
So there's a new film coming out in September. Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi. I can't pronounce it properly.
Yeah.
And the Ten Rings, which there's been loads of controversy about because they haven't been promoting it in the same way that
That's
they're
a one
promoting
Asian dude.
the rest of them. And the head of Disney, like, quote, called it an experiment. Yeah. And it's not coming onto Disney Plus either. It's only going into cinemas.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later on in
Yeah.
the news section.
We'll get back to that. But yeah, Awkwafina's in it. Love Awkwafina.
Who's Awkwafina?
Funny. She's in Crazy Rich Asians and Ocean's 12. Is that the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Ocean's 8.
You'd see her. You'd recognize her to see her. Do you know?
Mm.
But and the guy from Kim's Convenience. Oh,
That was a delicious crack.
That was great.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sample.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy from Kim's Convenience, that TV show that I told you to watch.
Is the dad in it?
The dad from Kim's Convenience?
Yeah.
No, the brother.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah. He's
Boo.
the main guy. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that one as well, to be honest.
And what's the Eternals?
Oh, haven't a clue.
Yeah.
No idea.
Did you watch that trailer?
Yeah, I watched the trailer. I can't remember anything about it, but I remember I thought it was shit.
Yeah, I was
Well,
just like, what
that
the
was the
fuck
one,
is
like,
this?
That was the one months ago. Have you seen it? Yeah.
I've seen the trailer.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen the trailer.
I just watched it today and I was like, what is going on? This, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same trailer,
Yeah.
but the one I watched, I was like, this just looks shy.
I'll watch it on our break and I'll see if I can offer any
Yeah,
information.
yeah.
Which
Update.
will we go for our Rolly break?
Go for a
Yeah.
rolling night.
Amazing.
And we are back from the break. Isabel's first break. How do you feel after that first break? Grand.
Yeah.
Refreshed.
Refreshed.
Yeah.
You ready to talk about films, talk about porn? Because I watched Boogie Nights this week. PTA.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
The film that basically made his career, because he'd had a film come out beforehand, but Boogie Nights is the one that really set off his career.
Yeah.
So when we like established his little entourage as well, it's got John C. Reilly. It's got oh my god, what the fuck is her name?
Julianne
Still
Moore.
Alice.
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg's also in it.
Wahlburger.
There's a few others,
Yeah.
you know. There's a few
His
of the,
entourage, you know.
yeah, his little entourage that he normally has. Philip Seymour Hoffman's in this film as well.
Yeah.
R.I.P. He's fantastic in it. He's great. There's a bit where like he's really drunk and he like tries to kiss Mark Wahlberg and he's like, I'm sorry man, I'm just real fucked up and stuff like that. And it's like so like realistic as to how people act when they're drunk. But I didn't know anything about Boogie Nights. All I knew was that it was a film that was based on like the porn industry, and it follows Dick Diggler.
Dick
is
Diggler.
Dick Diggler.
Or
That's
Dirt
his name.
Diggler, isn't it?
Dirt Diggler. That's
Dirt
it.
Diggler, yeah.
Dirt Diggler. And it's like
Dick
the rise.
Diggler, that'd be way too on the nose.
Yeah, it's way too on the nose.
Yeah.
That's not a good 80s porn
Yeah.
star name.
Basically just
Or even
Dick Diggler.
70s. But like it's a very basic like rise and fall of like, you know, a star basically. And that's like not the interesting part of the film, because the interesting part of the film is the reason why the porn industry also experienced like a rise and fall. Because like in the 80s the porn industry had to adapt because they no longer shot on film, they shot on video. And that was a big thing. Like there's a big scene during Mark Wahlberg's first like porn performance, I guess, where they're like, hold on a second, we gotta change the film and stuff like that, and they have to like stop what they're doing. But you don't have to do that when it's on film. You can just keep recording and it doesn't matter. You're not stuck for space. And it's even to the fact where like they stopped using stars, like, because there was less of an investment in terms of money and funding for porn films. You didn't have to have star power to get people to come to the films. You could just have amateurs and it didn't really matter. And like that side of it was interesting, but the film's very good. Like it's beautifully shot, well acted, music is amazing. It's like 70s funk music and stuff like that. There's a fucking great scene where like during like the montage of like Dirt Diggler's fucking rise, that like he's on like they're in like a club and John C. Reilly's beside him and they're all like doing like 70s dances and stuff like that to get like lined up, and it's like fucking love to be in the club right now. Reminded me, remember that time, Mark, when we were in O'Reilly's and Come On Eileen came on?
Yeah, well, it was a few times and a half.
Classic. All those precious moments.
Lost in time, tears and rain.
Just like
Yeah.
like just the 70s vibe was so much fun. And it's the weird thing with the film is that like it doesn't really critique like porn.
Yeah, because he's very open about that thing. He was the guy I saw an interview he did where I think it was in the 90s or like the early 2000s, where he talked about how he wanted to make a porn film, like an actual
A proper
porn film that was also like great cinema as well. And I thought that was like, I was like, what? That's like a cool kind of synthesis. But people have tried that apparently. So
yeah, fucking Gaspar Noé tried that basically with
yeah,
Love.
yeah.
What's one?
I was gonna say Gaspar Noé because like, would you consider like
Enter the Void or like
Love is the film where he
Love,
has unstimulated sex in it.
do you know? Is that a film with sex in it, or is it a porn film with plot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
See, because like
Age
now that
old question.
Yeah,
that's a big question. because like now that Letterboxd is added on porn, like you can now, you can log in your porn films on Letterboxd.
Imagine that.
But because of that, I was like, right, I'm gonna have a little peep in. I'm gonna see after watching Boogie Nights. Like, I want to see what like those films looked like. So I clicked onto one of them. I can't remember what the name of it was called.
For research.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do some research, right? I had to know what Boogie Nights is talking about. And like I clicked in and I was like, okay, this is just the start of a movie, whatever. And I just clicked in like 20 minutes and it's just an ass and like a dick. And I was like, okay, right, never mind. And then I clicked back and I was like, oh god, and I went back and it was a blowjob scene. I was like, I hit pause and I was like, okay, hold on. I have to remember that like 80% of this film is just gonna be like fucking, which makes me now wonder like porn can be art, okay, right? Let's just ignore that like
Of course.
argument or whatever, right? Besides fucking, what else happens in porn films?
Exposition.
Yeah, just exposition.
Yeah, story. Well, you need a story, you know. Well, I've had a good story. Like what's the, like you said, that was
I
80.
just realised that my mom will probably listen to this episode.
It's grand, you know.
Maria, I don't condone it.
Exactly.
It was research for
This
Boogie Nights.
is all research. This is all talking hypothetically.
Yeah.
And you know the way you said 80% of that film would be having sex.
Yeah.
Would be sexual
Coitus.
acts. Would be coitus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what's
I was sweating bullets now. They just said that as well.
It's too late, man. This is your segment.
You brought this to the table.
Oh god damn it! I'm gonna talk about Antiporno after this as well. Another fucking film I watched.
But what's the ratio of?
We'll put in a marker to where my mom can skip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
timestamps.
What's the ratio of like say story to sex that would make a film not a
Yeah.
porn but like something else? Like say like
Is porn just a genre of film?
yeah,
Yeah, I
like say
guess it is.
PTA had made his film as like a cinematic, artistic, aesthetic porn film. Like how much sex
He
could
makes
be
the
in
master,
that film?
but makes it like a gay porno.
Yeah, you know how much
Yeah.
how much sex could be in that film to the point where like it's not just about sex, or it's about because I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a real chicken and egg scenario.
Because
isn't
like
it?
that this now ties in nicely to like another film that I
John
watched.
Waters.
Yeah, basically John Waters film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like is that a porno?
No,
Yeah.
there's not.
Yeah.
There's a blowjob scene in Pink Flamingos, but like,
The one I watched is a lot of sex. In it.
yeah. What did you
Not
watch?
real. I watched Desperate Living, which is like a whole different thing. But
That-
like,
I think that's
there's,
part of it.
there's a lot of nudity and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and like sex acts. They're not real, but like they're like simulated. But like they show like
They show a lot.
bumping
Yeah.
uglies. Like a lot of that's happening. You know, like it's not like there's a lot of nudity and stuff and like graphic sexual acts, but it's not like a porno.
God damn it, we had Isabelle on for the. I'm just thinking of this now. We had Isabelle on the wrong fucking
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah. But
I'm
like
just listening.
it's not just about that though. That's the thing. You know, it's like just kind of there.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a story to it. Maybe that's the kind of thing that PTA would go towards, or like and like that any kind of artistic porno could go toward.
I don't know because like, okay, so like with Boogie Nights, the interesting thing about Boogie Nights is that it has like the fall of the porn industry, which opened in the 80s, and then like in the 90s, then it changed even further because then you have the internet, and like I remember listening to an audiobook called The Butterfly Effect. It's by that guy John Ronson,
Yeah.
and like in that he talks about like the impact that like Pornhub had on the porn industry, and like Pornhub destroyed the porn industry. Like,
yeah. They're pure evil corporation. Like.
yeah,
Yeah,
man,
they're
they're
the
like,
Amazon.
yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
The Amazon of porn.
Yeah, literally the Amazon of
Yeah.
porn.
Boycott Pornhub.
Boy, just don't watch
Parapod
porn.
2021.
Just subscribe to an OnlyFans.
Oh, this would have been if I had one.
Yeah.
Would've been great.
Subscribe to Mark's OnlyFans.
Yeah, we've a joint OnlyFans. So
Yeah, the power porn.
yeah. Power. That doesn't sound like something people want.
No,
to
that's
subscribe
No.
completely different. That sounds like it involves chickens.
to.
But like I watched this film called Antiporno, which was it's a Japanese film by this guy Sion Sono, I think is how you pronounce his name. But so Japan had these films in like the 80s and 70s as well, and they were called like Roman pornos or something like that. I can't remember the exact title. It's something along those lines, like Roman pornos. And they were porn films, but they had rules to them. And the rules were that like has to be an hour, like less than 80 minutes. They had to have for every hour there had to be 4 sex scenes or 4 scenes of nudity, and there was another rule as well. I can't remember what the third rule was, but
So there couldn't be more than 4 scenes, or
there could be as
Per
much as you
hour.
wanted to, but there had to be at least like every 15 minutes
So
there
is
had to be
that them
nudity.
trying to define, like, draw a line between film and porno?
I think so. This is just like a company that did it, but they were like hugely successful. Like in any like top 10 like best Japanese films of a year, like at least one of these films will be on that list.
Are they still going?
No, they stopped doing them, but then they tried to. Then the company. So this is where Antiporno comes in, right? So in like 2015, 2016, whatever, the company that did the Roman pornos were like, we're gonna remake them, and we're gonna get 4 directors to make like their Roman porn films. Sion Sono, I pronounce his name, was asked to do them. They didn't know that this dude is fucking mental. So what he did was, he was like, okay, so it has to have these 3 things, and that's it. And they were like, yep, whatever, you can do whatever you want, but it has to follow these 3 guidelines. So what he did was, he made a surrealist film that like every 15 minutes is a bit of nudity, and the film talks about porn. Like the first like 20-30 minutes of the film is like a really like softcore porn film, and then all of a sudden a guy goes cut, and the film changes completely, and you realize that you've been watching like
a porno.
you've been watching people making a porno.
Yeah.
And it does this really cool thing where like the roles are reversed between like who is the dominant person in the porno, and then like who's actually the dominant person like as an actor in their relationship.
Yeah.
And the film, like, the film's message isn't very clear because it's like, I don't know what then like towards the end of it, the film turns into complete fucking insanity and like unreadable. Basically, I haven't a fucking clue what the film is talking about, but knowing that like it's an anti-porn film, it's in the title, and it follows these rules loosely that technically make it a Roman pornography film. What it is I think what it is that this guy was like, oh, I can make a porn film, but I can make it this like absurdist nonsense that like all these perverts are gonna go to the cinema to watch, and they're gonna sit there and have to watch this fucking thing, and they're gonna be left like, what the fuck was that? Like not knowing at all.
Mm-hmm.
So like technically speaking, that film follows the guidelines to the Japanese porn films. So therefore, is that a porn film?
So it's basically the Joker of superhero
Yeah.
films.
Yeah, loosely, yeah.
Yeah. Joker
Sorry.
porno.
I kid.
I've seen plenty of those.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But like that's so like how much porn has to be in a porn film basically for it to be a porno, like.
Yeah.
And that's the question we're trying to answer here.
Yeah,
today
I don't
on
know.
We're
Powerball.
cracking heads, and we're gonna find the answer. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
The philosophy of porn.
It's 30% ish.
Yeah, 30%, 40.
You know?
Is that fact?
Yes.
Your fact?
I think that's pretty widely agreed. Well, if half it is sex, it's like, think of any random film. If half it's action scenes, that's not. It's like more just like, that's just a compilation, you know?
Yeah.
It's more just a compilation of action scenes just sort of strung together.
Yeah.
You need a story.
Fair.
A story can't just be like, is having sex a story? I don't know. Maybe it can be, but most of the times it's not.
Especially because like we talked before about like what's the best sex scene in a film. It's very voyeuristic.
Yeah. What was the best answer you had? Neil had something. I can't even remember. I can't. What did we even come up with? I can't
We
remember.
had something. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
we had a
what it
funny
was.
one though.
I can't remember. Yeah, it was one that was yeah. I can't remember what fucking film it was.
Oh, The Room. Sexy in the Room.
Yeah, all the sex scenes in the room because they
Yeah.
make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They're like oppositely voyeuristic. Like you can feel like Tommy Wiseau
You can feel time was
Yeah,
so
you can
breathing
tell.
down your
while
neck.
watching.
Yeah.
them. Do you know what I mean?
It's clearly on a set. Like, it's
Yeah.
so weird.
But like yeah, like Boogie Nights is very good. But like I wish it more delved into, you know, the intricate. The complexities of the porn industry.
Better word.
There you go.
Yeah.
Whatever that fucking word I was trying to say is way too complicated.
Yeah, Boogie Nights. I've always meant to watch it. Always meant to watch it.
It's very good. And like it's 2.5 hours long. You don't feel it.
Yeah, I've heard it's really long.
Yeah. You really don't feel it.
Yeah.
And like there's some bits where like it is like talking about like the stigma attached to doing porn. Like there's a bit where like Julianne Moore can't get her kid back because she does porn films. There's a bit where Don Cheadle's character can't get a loan because the the banker says like this financial institution doesn't want to fund pornography, and
Mm.
Don Cheadle's like this. I don't want to make porn films with the money. I want to set up a different shop. I want to get out of the business,
Oh,
but he's not
right,
able
yeah.
to because like we're not
Yeah.
funding porn.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
sure.
cool.
Like even like all the shit Mia Khalifa still gets. Like
Yeah,
like she got like death threats.
Yeah,
from-
and she made fuck all off.
Yeah.
Off
she,
her
made,
work,
she only
yeah.
made
that's because of Pornhub.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
3 films or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Like, and she still is like known as like
Yeah, she's still known as a porn star. Like you're forever like
attached
tainted
to
in
it.
the
yeah.
society's eyes or whatever.
Mm.
It's cute as fucking. Everyone does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only difference is that you did it for a different reason. You know, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Bit of cash.
Very little, yeah. But that's the thing about like, with the rise of like video in the porn industry, like, Burt Reynolds' character is like the director of like all these porn films, and he's like saying to this guy, like, why would I help you? Like this, basically, one guy comes into him, and is like, here's what we can do. Like we might as well get ahead of the curve, and Burt Reynolds' character is like, why would I help you destroy the industry by making like films on video and using amateur actors? Like, why would I help you do that? And your man's like, it's gonna happen anyway. Whether or not you take part or you don't, it's gonna happen anyway. And like the industry's dead. Basically, is what he said. And like, and this is like, it's done really well. But it's like 1980. Like there's a scene in at like New Year's, and this is where your man tells him, it's like literally at the strike of midnight, 80s hits, and like the porn industry is basically dead. Because in the 80s, it's going to face, videos, and that's going to diminish it. And then the 90s is going to destroy it even further with the internet.
Yeah, the race to the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, it's all economics.
It is, yeah.
At the end of the day.
How about an easier industry to talk about?
Yeah.
The fashion industry.
Yeah.
Woo! With Isabelle's recommended film for the podcast, The Devil Wears Prada.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Great
Let's go.
film.
Do you want to introduce the film?
So the film stars Anne Hathaway as a what's the opposite of a fashionista? Like a plain Jane.
A librarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks like a librarian, basically, going for a job in a huge magazine company, basically supposed to be Vogue, with Emily Blunt, Meryl Streep, Stanley Tucci, and
The Tooch.
the Tooch. And I don't know the name of her boyfriend's, like, I don't know his
Nate.
name. You know, but I don't know the actor's name.
Adrian Grenier or something.
Yeah.
Guy from Entourage.
Yeah.
Oh.
And basically, it's all just about work-life balance.
In the high pressure environment
Yeah.
of the
It's
fashion
actually
industry.
intern culture. Yeah, what do you think of the film?
Okay, I never knew like about Devil's Wear. I knew what Devil Wears Prada was like, oh, that's just like my mom's favorite film or whatever.
Yeah.
That film is really good.
I really like
I think it's
it.
a pretty good movie.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Like it shows like the pressure on interns and that like fashion industry really well. I also like the bit where like where Anne Hathaway laughs and Meryl Streep's like, "What are you laughing at?" And she's like, "Oh, nothing. I just like those two things look the same to me." And she's like, "Well, you're wearing blue. That's not just blue. That's this. And this is picked in a room by people like us over this stuff."
She
I was
absolutely
like, you actually don't have control, even though you think that you have control and you're not being fashionable. What you're wearing has been picked by people like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
it all
wearing
trickles
a
down.
cerulean dress.
cerulean blue.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Fucking hell.
It all trickles down.
Yeah, yeah.
Pure trickle down economics.
And it's so true, like all the fashion today, like thinking about, the way it comes in phases, and like Y2K is kind of popular now, and then the 70s is kind of coming in at the moment.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you guys aren't.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys aren't on fashion TikTok the same way I am. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it just I really like it. Shout out Leisha, by the way, for picking this film. Well, helping me pick this film. My housemate.
Shout out to Alicia. What do you think about the film, Mark?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was good. It reminded me of like ever see About Time?
Yeah, love that.
Very
film.
well made film. Very well made. Funny. It's the one with Donald Gleason. He's a time traveler and stuff, and Rachel McAdams. Rachel McAdams is in like all those films.
Mm.
She's in everything. She's great.
She's great.
Very well made film. Yeah, it's good. You know, it's very. I felt conflicted though. The way the film presents Miranda, that's her name, the Meryl Streep's character,
Miranda
presents her in
Priestley.
like kind of a positive way.
Yeah.
Even though she's a terrible person in like
She's a fucking
every
bitch.
sense of the word. Yeah, she's evil.
Yeah.
But like the film, like the impression you get from the end anyway, or that I got, is that like, you know, she's just, or like Anne Hathaway's suffering is kind of like going towards something like I don't think it's even against internship culture, but like it's a really good portrayal of that kind of phenomenon, which is probably worse now than it was then.
Yeah, you wouldn't even get paid for that job now.
Yeah. Your man Nate, your boyfriend's talking about, the pay is shit. I was like, she gets paid for that? Like, you wouldn't get paid for that these days, yeah. But the film doesn't really come out against it. It's more like, this is just kind of what has to happen.
What it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
So that'd be a criticism there. It doesn't really reach for anything. But very well made film. Funny film as well.
It is funny.
Yeah.
The bit where just after she gets roasted by Miranda Priestley, and the next scene is her boyfriend making her a burned cheese toasty.
Yeah.
Because she got burned.
She got burned. She got
Also,
burned to a crisp.
The bit where she's like, you know, walking through New York at night and she's all glum. And then there's just this random like shot where it's like edited to look like it's film.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
it had all
taken
these
up
weird filters over it.
So weird.
It was like one of the most 2000s films I've ever fucking seen in my life.
I love how it was iconic straight away.
Yeah.
Like as soon as it was released, it wasn't
Because
even
of the fashion in it.
Yeah.
But the fashion in it, I didn't even think was that great.
Yeah,
Maybe it just was good for like 2006, but
yeah. In my research, reading the Wikipedia article, I saw that like apparently the fashion from the film is like more. It's like not supposed to be like avant-garde kind of stuff. It's like a very like cliched idea of what it was in the 80s.
It's just like high end.
It's something that could be
okay.
like sort of looked back on from any kind of
yeah.
from any time in the future as like, oh, this is like high end fashion.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily reflective of what it was at the time or whatever.
Okay.
But
That makes sense.
That makes sense though, because
Yeah.
like even like the bits that like they're all that like he's shown, like when they're doing the product display kind of thing, and your man's just like she's describing like how like a double nod is very good.
Yeah.
Not that scene.
Yeah.
Like the shit that comes out on the fucking on the runway now was like is mental looking compared to that shit. Like
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
It's such a like for the fashion industry again, it's just such a huge industry. Like there's so much to it and so many levels of designers that like it's just mad.
it's just
Yeah.
mad. An interesting thing that I heard about Deborah Wears Prada was that like Meryl Streep likes to
Method act.
She likes to method act.
She
She gave up method acting this character because she felt too bad. She's like, I don't want to walk around as a fucking cunt for a couple of months. Like
she's evil, but like
She's
the film
pure
actors is like,
evil.
oh, she's
Poor
alright.
Miranda.
Yeah,
Even though
she gets divorced. And you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
It's like, who cares? Like you're treating your staff terribly. Like
yeah,
poor
pure
Anne Hathaway.
abusing everyone. Like
yeah,
Yeah.
she's pure abusive. But yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. I love the fact that it the way I was reading about how the fact that the way that she was talking about how the sort of trickle down effect, like the way it sort of the talking about how fashion happens,
Yeah.
like the practicalities of it. Like it was that apparently that was like around the time when people started talking about that. Like another way these days you have people talk about fast fashion and like
Yeah.
people about how
Trends.
how it's produced and like sort of responsible consumption. And apparently that was around the time when people were just beginning to talk about that,
Okay.
and it was the first time it had been sort of portrayed in a
it's
film.
interesting.
So I thought it was pretty cool, you know.
That is really cool.
To be fair, Anne Hathaway deserved to get fucking roasted at the start of the film.
She looked.
He's like, you look like shit.
Yeah.
Even like why would you take that job if you're not into fashion?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like it's not that hard. Well, I don't think it's that hard.
Because she had other jobs as well. She had
Yeah.
other opportunities and stuff.
Yeah, she was being a elitist about it because like it was either this or fucking Tire World, whatever it was.
Yeah.
It's like, bet you enjoy Tire World more than this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not even getting paid well, like.
Yeah, she's supposed to be a writer as well.
Yeah, journalist.
Yeah, journalism. Yeah.
That was completely like that was such a non-point of the
I know.
film.
And then her dad was like, "You turned down like Stanford Law for this
Yeah,
to be a
what?
journalist."
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Who's
Yeah,
this
what are you
character?
talking about?
Who is this guy?
Yeah, what are you doing working for that company?
Or
Yeah.
the bit where Miranda needs to fly home from Miami to New York,
That
and
was
she's
fucking
just
gas.
like, it's just a bit of drizzling, and then there's a shot of just lightning with fuckload of wind behind
Yeah,
her.
trees about to get. She's in a hurricane.
Yeah.
Like,
It
And
has
she
some
takes it out on
very
her.
funny moments.
Uh-huh.
Stanley Tucci,
He's amazing.
He's
he's
such a
so
king.
good in everything he does.
Yeah, he's a king.
Another film that I was thinking of suggesting was Easy A with Emma Stone.
I've never seen that.
Oh,
But I've heard
yeah.
you
Love it.
Yeah.
Is
He's
Stanley
the
Tucci in that as well?
He's the dad in it.
Yeah.
And then the mom is, what's her name? She's in Sharp Objects. She's in loads of stuff. I can't remember. She's also in The Maze Runner. But it's very funny. Very, very funny. I really like it. Amanda Bynes is in it.
Oh, jeez, she's still around.
That's
Still-
just
still
before
going.
it kind of
Yeah.
got a bit tricky.
Yeah, a bit tricky, yeah.
Got a bit tricky. What happened to Amanda Bynes?
She-
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah,
Yeah, never mind.
I was thinking of Amanda Seyfried. I was like, what's wrong with her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, the Amanda Show. What show though?
Time's gone. I was going to tell my Angelina Jolie fact.
Go
'Cause We were
ahead.
talking about the Eternals, but then
Do
Moved
it.
on.
Tell.
Let's go. We need it. We need more.
It's a
Angelina
loosey
Jolie.
goosey
Yeah.
episode.
I'm a
So
big fan of her. Big fan. I think she's class. When she was, before she had her children, before she was with Brad Pitt, she had a very troubled childhood. She was had a lot of mental health issues. And when she was in her 20s, I think, she met with a hitman to hire him to kill herself, because she didn't want to kill herself because she would feel too bad for her mom and her brother, because she didn't want them to be mourning her life because she took it. She would rather someone else take it, and then
Yeah.
that way. So she was like, okay, if I contact you in 3 months, then I want you to off me.
Mm.
And she didn't contact him
What the
in the
fuck?
end. Yeah, I know,
Mental.
wild. She has a scar as well on her neck from getting a bit too adventurous during sex, because she's a big fan of knives.
Nice.
Jesus.
I don't know about that now. Jeez.
Her
I'm not
life,
into knives.
her life is wild. Oh my god, she really does. One time, I think I told you guys about this before, but she was in a film with her dad. I think he was played her dad in Lara Croft or something like that.
Yeah, John Voight.
Yeah, and then they
Mm.
were taking a taxi to the airport, and he was handed her a letter, and he was like, just so you know, whatever this says, I still love you, you're still my daughter, and all this stuff. And she was bonded with him, and she was like, oh my god, it's so nice that we have a relationship again. And then she opened the letter, and it was every reason why she was a bad person, according to him.
That guy's. I think I remember you saying
Yeah.
that before. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Man.
What the
Chill out.
Absolute
Yeah.
fucking
Chill out.
weirdo.
They're fucking mega rich. No, not a stress in the world. The only thing he has to do is tell his daughter how much he hates her.
Yeah.
What the
Do you know what I mean? What a
Sad
Yeah.
fuck.
yeah.
Jeez.
Jesus fucking
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
that's a bit grim, yeah.
Yeah.
But how do you
Sober.
even contact a hitman? How do you find that?
Yeah.
Especially before, maybe the dark web.
Man, you're
think
an
that-
you're an elite person in Hollywood. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you can
Well,
find
I
someone.
suppose, yeah.
My
I suppose.
But yeah, I do agree with what you're saying though, Mark, because the film never really took us. What?
You're going back
The
to the
segue.
devil.
Yeah, just go. You gotta. This is how you.
Yeah.
This is how you do it.
Go on, go
You
on.
just gotta go back.
Go.
I do agree with what you're saying though, Mark, about the film doesn't really have a critique
Has no critique, really, yeah.
No.
because there's bits where she does have a heart deep down, and therefore she is somewhat redeemable. It's
Yeah.
no, she's a fucking bitch.
That makes it worse that she knows
Yeah.
what she's doing is bad, but she still does it, you know?
I also don't understand how someone like that seemingly everyone that Anne Hathaway's character comes into contact with is yeah, she's a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the entire industry knows that she's a bitch, but they just let her be.
Yeah, they just don't care.
She makes money.
Yeah, I guess so. She's
She
it
makes
doesn't
money.
really matter. You
But
make
what does
this
she
money.
do? What does she actually do? You know, they bring her the book at the end of the night,
Yeah.
and she goes, "Yeah, change that." That's it. Anyone could do that.
Yeah.
You know, Anne Hathaway could have done that.
But
You
Anne
know?
Hathaway doesn't have the eye, the perceived
The
eye.
eye. Well, yeah, fair.
It's
It's like a fashion
supposedly-
thing, I suppose.
Supposedly based off of Anna Wintour. I don't think
Who's
Anna
Anna
Wintour
Wintour?
is as cruel.
Yeah.
Who's
You're
Anna
right,
Wintour?
She's the editor-in-chief of Vogue. She has the sunglasses with the fringe and the bob.
She's definitely a bitch.
Yeah.
She runs the Met Gala.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That is my dream, to go to the Met Gala. Anna Wintour. if you're listening.
Yeah, invite the Parapod.
Yeah.
We'll do
What
coke
we
in the
wear,
bathroom with Jared Leto.
orange suits, Dumb and Dumber job, like.
I love watching the Met Gala. One time, I think the last time it was on, or the time before that, me and Zara just watched all the fashion because the fashion is so mad. It was just
That's
so
the thing. Like, I expected
entertaining.
like the fashion to be like that in Devil Wears Prada, but because it's more
Oh.
timeless, like you were saying,
Yeah.
that makes way more sense.
Yeah, it's like a timeless kind of. It's like so it doesn't age.
Yeah,
I think like that
Yeah.
was the idea. Like they deliberately did it like that.
makes sense.
You know.
But like looking back on it, it's so clearly 2000s.
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
there's so many
they
accessories.
Did not do
It's
a good
very
job
dated.
with
Very
that.
very dated.
Yeah.
But like
Well, they tried.
Yeah.
yeah, like it was iconic straight away. It's still iconic. You know.
Mm.
Hear
Yeah.
the quotes and all. Even at the Oscars that year, I think I saw a
Yeah.
clip. Yeah, Anne Hathaway and Emily Blunt were presenting, and they did a bit from the film, and like everyone laughed. Like everyone knew the film straight away. It was.
Did it
entered
get
into-
nominated for anything?
I don't think it did, but like people just had seen it, and it was
Yeah.
like in the sort of collective consciousness already.
In
you
the
know?
zeitgeist.
The zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Devil Wears Prada.
The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
So one is a one.
Simplicity.
Do you have to go to work now or what?
Yeah, I have to go.
Yeah.
I have to float.
And now on to the listener questions. If you have a question, you can ask us on Instagram or on Twitter at @paro_pod, or you can hit us up by email, theparapod@gmail.com. Unfortunately, we have lost a member because poor old Marky Moo had to go off to work. So it is myself and Isabelle coming in with Liam's question. And Liam's question is directed at Isabelle, and he is asking, has your boyfriend hosting a podcast changed your relationship in any way?
Well, let me just take the mic off this now.
Can you get roasted here?
Well, I did buy tickets to see Black Widow about 2
I
weeks
knew it was gonna be
ago.
this.
About 2 weeks ago now, and we couldn't go because Owen had to record the podcast. Now,
In my defense,
it was the 50th episode.
episode
okay?
50.
Yeah, no, so fair. That's why I clearly am holding it against you.
Mark again because he was working nights. So.
Yeah, no, so fair. No stress. But also,
A little bit of a stress.
wouldn't have happened.
Have I been talking about I've been talking about films more though now.
You watch a lot more films.
Yeah. Jesus, yeah. I've never watched
Yeah.
as many films in my life.
You watch a lot of films that I just don't want to hear about. Not gonna lie.
Unfortunately, you're subjected to a few of those tonight.
I was, but that's okay. It's for the art. But other than that, not really. I suppose actually when we were in the lockdowns in Ireland, like because like I lived in a different county at the time, it was nice. It was nice to be able to listen to them when I missed you a bit because I could just hear your voice and hear your shy talk. But aside from that, not really.
Does it annoy you when I'm recording and it's like 4 hours? Even though we recorded 2 hour long podcast and
No,
gone for like
that's-
3-4 hours.
I used to just be like, before I realized, like, I don't know, like, you wouldn't be replying to me for an hour and I'd be like, what's going on? And then I was like, oh wait, no, he's recording.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It's a
So-
Tuesday.
Yeah, no, I actually don't mind that at all because, like, I often am on TikTok for a few hours and I forget to reply.
Good old TikTok.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's really changed that much. Maybe
No.
about the ways to talk about films, but
Yeah.
that is condivid.
Also, your Blu-ray collection. I feel like that wouldn't have happened if you didn't have.
That's just I have
A
disposable
podcast.
income as well, though.
Yeah, true.
I think my Blu-rays though.
Yeah, I do too. Don't
I don't know. I need more though. I ordered a couple today as well.
Yeah.
That Bong Joon-ho collection's
That's
nice, isn't it?
slick. That's
Nice.
slick as fuck. Ugh.
It's easily the nicest I got.
Yeah, no, it's gorgeous.
It's delicious. Delicious. Give everyone a bit of ASMR. So we'll just leave it at that then.
No, let's keep going.
Fuck, what's Mark's next film? What do you want? Anything you want to say? Any
No.
topics?
Not really.
Any stories? Are you excited for CM Punk returning?
Okay, we'll end it then.
He'll be returned at this stage, hopefully.
Yeah.
And we actually have one more question that has just been sent in last minute. by King Balf. Balf. And Balf asks,
Yeah.
what is the best kind of film for you two to watch together? Thank God Mark's not here for all this.
Yeah.
He would have been bored out of his fucking nut.
I would say we go through phases. For a while, it was like Seth Rogen films.
Is that your can?
No, I think that's yours.
Oh, this can.
For a while, it was like Seth Rogen funny films.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Something.
The
that's just
Matrix.
something we can talk about. Something like nothing.
There has to be a certain level of shit to it.
Yeah, of course.
Has to be slightly shitty, or like not even shitty, but like cheesy or something. I don't know. Like
Something a bit.
just a little bit bad
Yeah.
in certain aspects.
One
Aquaman.
aspect of it has to be poor.
Yes, it can't be a good. It can't be a good movie.
Can't be perfect.
No, we're not sitting around watching like fucking The Godfather and shit like
no,
that.
No, God,
No. Or no, we're not watching, John Waters movies or the shit that me and Mark will be
No.
talking about. Although sometimes because we're talking about The Matrix and we
Yeah.
watch Twilight together and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, just kind of.
I would say if the film has a 3.5 on Letterboxd, there's a good chance we've watched it
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, there's superhero films as well sometimes.
Yeah. To be honest, to be fair, it is often my choice, which I appreciate.
Because I'll watch this kind of whatever.
Yeah, and I'm a sensitive person.
Yes, delicate person.
Jeez, there's no hesitation with that.
no, it's gentle.
I think Robin and Robert came in with questions.
Oh, did they?
Robert said, favorite Nicolas Cage movie or best female director working today?
Ooh. Favorite Nick Cage performance. Okay, genuinely good performance like Mandy. But
I
we're
haven't
talking,
seen it.
but we're talking about an actual like Nick Cage
Yeah.
performance.
National Treasure,
You're gonna go for National Treasure.
obviously.
Fair. I haven't seen National
Or
Treasure.
Kick-Ass.
Oh shit! Yeah, he isn't Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
I'm thinking back, man. Fuck off, Mandy. I want Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass is my favorite one.
Yeah.
But like, what's your favorite like Nick Cage freak out performance?
See, I haven't actually seen many of his films, although I do claim that he's the best actor of our generation. Although that is an opinion I hold. I haven't seen many. I've seen National Treasure and Kick-Ass and Con Air.
What's he like? Con Air is the one with the gif of him with his hair and stuff like that, isn't it?
Yeah, he has the long hair.
Yeah. Oh shit. Fucking. Oh god, that fucking Coen Brother film, Raising Arizona. He's really good in that as well. But for like freak out, I mean his freak out in
The Color Purple. Is that it?
Oh shit, yeah, he's in The Color Purple as well. Jeez, he's in a lot of movies.
Where he does like the Trump impression.
He basically does a Trump impression.
Yeah.
No, I didn't talk. Did I talk? I might have talked about it in the podcast or not. Mom and Dad is the film that he's in, and there's a bit where like he's smashing apart a pool table with a mallet while singing. You do the hokey pokey.
Cool.
It's not a good movie
No.
at all.
But that sounds like a cool scene.
It is a cool scene, but it's also like really weird because it doesn't make any sense in terms of the film. But like that's my favorite Nick Cage freak out is the Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
Is the Mom and Dad
That
one?
question is basically just, what story do you like Nick Cage in? Because Nick Cage is just Nick Cage.
He's always good. Nick Cage is always good.
It's just always a good time.
Mm.
Robin's flying through with questions.
Jeez, we got a fucking gangbusters
I
of questions.
know.
Actually, we'll just keep going.
Yeah. We can edit out. We can keep the good ones in.
Yeah, so there's bits of the podcast that we have to edit out anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
That whole Hitman sequence. Oh no, wait. Best female director working today.
Any film I watch, I don't know who directs it. I'm sorry.
What about Lady Bird?
Greta Gerwig.
Yeah, Greta Gerwig. Do you want to just go for her?
Sure, but like I just don't really like. So that doesn't fucking make me a bad feminist. I just don't like. I don't know the men either.
Yeah, you're just not. Yeah, you're
I
just not into
like
films
the
that way. Yeah,
films.
yeah, that's fair. No, that's completely fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, the director of Raw. I really liked Raw. I'm gonna pull up her name.
Yeah, do.
Oh fuck, she's French. Julia
Ducournau.
Ducournau. She's that Raw just blew me away. So her and
Yeah.
the director of
Who directed the first Twilight? Catherine Hardwicke.
On the Ball is
Was it?
yeah,
Unreal.
Hardwick, yeah.
It's because I watch so many Twilight TikToks.
Portrait Celine. Why the fuck am I picking all the French ones? Celine.
Just?
Maya. Fucking French. I did French in fucking school.
I feel like that's Sciamma.
Sciamma, yeah.
But that could be
Celine
so
Sciamma.
wrong. 'Cause I did
Julie
German.
Delphi as well, another French one who's also does. She's directed a few things. I haven't seen anything that she's directed, but you know, she's
Shout out her.
shout out to Julie Delphi.
Yeah.
Who else is there? The Wachowski sisters.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
of course. Great. Fucking The Matrix. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Jeez, we are fucking gangs because they're still coming in.
I know. Okay, we'll move on. Thoughts on purposefully contrarian takes on films just to see
There's just a load of bollocks.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of having a contrarian? Because if you're not expressing your own genuine thoughts in the
Yeah.
film, why are you even bothering?
I also feel like that's the complete opposite way of how I experience films because I
Pure subject.
I just like things that make me happy.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't make you happy, stop watching it.
Yeah. Unless that's what the film's trying to do.
No. Fuck Cars. Cars made me very upset.
No, that's fair. But like, I'm talking about like if it's a film like a horror film.
Oh yeah.
Like-
No, but like that can still like people you still get your like dopamine and serotonin from the horror film. Do you know what I mean? Unless again, it's a film that's supposed to make like me as a white woman uncomfortable.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? But like I don't know, like if a film doesn't at least give you like a little
good happy juice,
bit of coziness inside.
or makes you think. I like films that make me think.
Yeah. Not too much though.
Not too much. No, and I think like purposely contrarian opinions,
Yeah.
like pointless.
They're just so like literally just dushed. Like what who does that help?
Yeah, who the fuck? Like, who is
What's
that
the
helping? Like,
point?
it's like you're just and it's like you don't even believe what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's like you're just trying to go against the grain,
Against the grain.
just to be different.
Yeah. It's so pointless and just so unnecessary and like speaks a lot.
Inauthentic criticism, complete waste of time.
Yeah.
Complete waste of time.
Okay, next one. Okay, Liam asks, what's the perfect date movie?
The Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I would say something that you can chat about after.
Yeah. Something that stimulates the brain.
Yeah.
It's fun while watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, what film? Horror movies? Not really. Like a
No.
good horror film, though.
If you're going to the cinema or you're watching a film to try and get with someone, fuck off. I never understood the Netflix and chill thing.
No. TikTok and chill.
Yeah. I'm just too focused on the film to actually, I don't know, I can't be doing that.
Yeah. Like, you shouldn't. I think there's a difference because, like, we've been with each other for 2 years now.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's a difference between us going to the cinema and, like, just, like, watching whatever and, like, the start of a relationship and going to go see
Yeah.
a film.
That is true.
I think that's, yeah, if you're going towards the start of a relationship and you're just watching a movie, I don't know, something reliable, like something easy, something that you've both probably seen before.
Yeah.
I don't know, like a
Something that you know is going to be good.
Pixar movie or something.
Yeah.
Something easy, not too strenuous,
No.
and leaves you with that happy juice.
Yeah, happy juice.
It fills up the tanks.
Robin says, thoughts on unsimulated sex in movies, e.g. Short Bus, Nymphomaniac, In the Cut, etc.
I mean, it doesn't fucking add anything.
Unsimulated means like they actually have
Yeah,
sex.
they actually fuck. I don't think it doesn't make a
no.
difference. Like for me, like you know, it's like, I don't know, like nothing will be added or taken away
Yeah,
from my
unless
knowledge
You need a shot
of the peen,
of the peen and or
the vag.
whatever the act is.
Yeah,
Then it's pointless, I think.
yeah.
The actor should be good enough to be able to pretend to have sex without actually having sex.
Yeah, but then there's some films where it's kind
Yeah.
of the point, like as we were saying earlier on, like Gas Runaways, Love.
Oh yeah, of course, that's different. But like, I feel like with films where there's just like the one sex scene.
But it's also like, what's the fucking point? Like, what is the point? I feel like
I'm not a fan of unnecessary sex scenes. I feel like they're just
they ruin the film.
they
Like,
do. I
Yeah.
don't know whether that's just me being a prude or whatever, but like I just feel like they're sometimes so unnecessary.
yeah, sometimes it can ruin the movie.
Yeah. Okay, next cue. Do indie filmmakers or actors lose credit when taking gigs with huge studios? Credit if no,
Depends on the film.
I don't think so at all.
I think it depends on the movie. Like
That's like, I just feel like that's that whole like starving actor, starving musician thing that people are like, oh, you sold out, bro. It's like, what do you mean? Everyone wants to get to that stage.
I mean, if they like, okay, right? If they're doing it once off, doesn't really matter. But if an indie actor like had their own like thing, like when they were like indie actors, whatever, or indie directors, and then they'd make like a big budget film, and the film is very clearly different from the rest of their canon.
Yeah.
And then they keep making big budget films, and it's a different thing from like the rest of
What
their
they
canon.
used to do, yeah.
Like imagine if like, this is a very extreme example, but imagine if you made a film that's like a mad critique of like capitalism or whatever, and all your indie movies, and then you make a big budget movie, and then you're just like pro military, like like stuff like that. Like
No, well,
I can't think of one off the top of my head, but
no, absolutely, I would agree that if you lose your integrity with it, obviously, but if there's no integrity lost and the films are still good,
yeah, like
no problem.
Taika Waititi taking like Thor Ragnarok,
Still
still
made
very
it his own.
still very clearly
Yeah.
his own film.
Yeah.
You know.
Still clearly left a mark in it. It's not just a Marvel film. Like I feel like everyone will say that it's like fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like it
And
has
it's the same-
clearly like yeah.
It's that thing as well where like, oh, I'll direct this for use, but like
I want something.
I want one back.
Yeah.
Like that's grand.
That's a great way as well to have it, because like you got a big budget film from an indie director,
Yeah.
which is what you want as well.
But the other thing as well is that a lot of the time it
Sometimes.
just crushes them.
What do you mean?
I've heard like when Edgar Wright and stuff like that wanted to do Ant-Man, he's like, this is bullshit. This is just a film made by a committee. You could have got anyone to direct it. It's just
Yeah,
a lot of
it's
the
all just the name.
yeah, they're literally just using the
Yeah.
indie director's name. You know, that's shit. I don't selling out.
That is, yeah.
I think you only sell out really when your messaging changes in your films or whatever, or your core values are
Yeah,
changed.
I feel like, well, what else has Edgar Wright done? Because I recognize
The
name.
Cornetto trilogy, like Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and all that.
And did he write them or
Yeah,
just direct
He
them?
wrote and directed them. I think.
Interesting.
Oh, I have Shaun of the Dead here. Let me check that.
Because like Taika Waititi is obviously a writer as well, and
Yeah, you can't read it from that. I'm pretty sure
That's
he
fine.
writes them as well.
but like I don't
Him
know.
and Simon Pegg.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
I mean,
cut this question out because I haven't a clue what's going on.
nah, I like. No, don't cut this out. But like, like I'm trying to think, like, because Marvel is a very big, or like Marvel and Disney are very like blatant about it. Like they take like
Yeah.
someone that hasn't really directed that much and then get them to do like Avengers 4 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it's just made by committee films. I don't know. People are fucking wankers when it comes to big budget movies for the most part. I being one of
Comes to
them.
what?
When it comes to big budget movies,
Yeah.
people are just so up their own hole about it. It's just annoying.
Yeah, because it is like when you have that much money in a product, like in any kind of product, any production, like everyone has a say.
Yeah, they're not going to take a major risk.
No, yeah, it's not going to just be one person's vision because there's so many people funding it.
Yeah, they need some. It's not going to get. Yeah, it won't get funded if there's
Yeah.
not some form of a guarantee that's going to make money back.
Yeah,
So yeah, obviously it's going to fall back into what works.
yeah, which is, I mean, shitty because it loses. You could say that it loses some of its integrity, but at the same time, it is what
It's just
it
the nature of the
is.
beast,
Yeah, it's just the game.
We don't live in a perfect world where everyone can just make whatever movie they want all the
Yeah.
time.
If we did, fuck that world. That'd be so bad.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like, who's an example of like a director that like actually got all the money that they wanted from a film and could just do. I'm pretty sure that's what happened with Aquaman. With I was gonna say
James Wan.
No, James Gunn. Actually, that's what happened with James Gunn. He was basically told like, here, yeah, you can just. Now, he's not really an indie director, but like
Yeah.
he was basically told for the Suicide Squad, you can do whatever you want.
That's cool.
Yeah, and he did.
Yeah, it turned out pretty well.
Yeah, it turned out pretty
From-
good.
From what I remember.
Yeah, from what you remember. We won't use that clip, don't worry.
Ruh-roh.
We can listen to it afterwards, though.
Yeah. Okay, Robin comes in with best portrayals of mental illness in movies. Horse Girl.
Horse Girl's very good.
Mhm.
Yeah, Horse Girl's very good.
I have no experience with schizophrenia personally, but I think the confusion and like the just everything about it just I felt like I was there with her.
Yeah, the disorientation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And yep.
Horse Girls, so good. I can't think of any other ones.
Punch Drunk Love is very good.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah. It's like he's depressed and he's
Sandler.
like he's depressed and he's definitely like autistic or something as well, isn't it? He's very good in it. God, I'm trying to think of other movies like real impactful films about mental health. See, like the problem is I don't really suffer from that sort of stuff, so
can't relate. Hold on, let me look up mental health in films and see if anything jogs the memory. Isn't it crazy that anxiety and depression cause memory loss?
Crazy.
Do you know that joke?
No.
It's like a joke on Twitter where people are always like, did you know that anxiety and depression cause memory loss? And then people keep saying it because the whole thing is memory loss.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Fucking old. That's a great portrayal of schizophrenia.
Fuck that.
And any M. Night Shyamalan films.
Split. So
Split.
good.
That's a perfect film.
Love and Mercy. Oh, love that.
Love and
film.
Mercy. Yeah, that portrayed his mental health issues really well.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful day. It's an animated film. It portrays like depression as well, very well.
I actually haven't watched many films that like.
To be fair, it's not something that you really want to knock on, like.
But like, I think it'd be nice. Well, like, I feel like the film, like, I don't know. I feel like you can find good films that do it well, or like there should be good films that do it.
Yeah, there should be.
Cause like I do enjoy a sad film.
I think as well, mental health issues is a very personal thing.
Yeah, which is, I don't know. I think that's like more of a reason to explore it.
But like, if a film is like you beat depression, or something like that, it's like you don't really ever really beat depression. But
Speaking
a film.
of, cut this out. Have to take my meds. Please remind me.
Don't worry about mine. But like, if a film has a message like that, it's like, well, you don't really ever really beat depression. But like, that's like, that can be.
That's true, but like that's like, I don't know. I feel like that's like films about mental health made by people who struggle with that mental health disorder would, I feel, be very good.
Me personally would never make a film about mental health disorder.
In the same way, like you wouldn't make a film about the experience of being a woman.
Nah, I could do that.
Fuck off.
I could easily do that. Are you kidding me? I'm white, straight, and a man. I can do anything.
Whoa. Okay, Patrick.
Shout out to Pat.
Shout out to PDB.
The King.
PDB.
PDB.
PDB. Anyway, he comes in with
BDP.
PDB.
No, BDP.
BDP.
Yeah, borderline. No, wait.
PD.
Shit. Yeah.
Shit. He says, what are some good movies by directors and actors you don't like?
Oh, that's a fucking great question. Oh, that's a fucking great question, hon. There's definitely a load. I mean, Jurassic Park's pretty good. I don't really like Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I was going to say Guardians of the Galaxy and I don't like Chris Pratt. But, like, that could have been anyone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't really, like, not that he didn't, well.
Should have been Glenn Harrington, though.
Yeah, should have.
What about something like a Stanley Kubrick film or something like that? Because I like Stanley Kubrick stuff.
Yeah.
See, the problem is I don't really have that. Or fucking... We were talking about this in film club. Jesse James, the assassination of Jesse James. I don't like Casey Affleck.
Yeah.
That is a phenomenal performance, though.
He is fucking class in that.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I knew we were talking about that recently enough. That was too hot in the brain.
Yeah. God, that's so fucking good.
I don't know. I wouldn't really say I like Adam Sandler, but I love Hotel Transylvania series, the whole thing.
Adam Sandler's just a big guy, isn't he? The problem is that
I don't dislike him, but I don't actively like him.
There's not a lot of actors and stuff that that I dislike.
Yeah.
But the other thing as well is a lot of the time, especially with directors, if I don't like the director, I'm just not going to watch their films.
I'm the same.
Like what? Like there's not why would I bother? Even if I've heard it's good.
Yeah.
Because most of the time I watch them, it's like
Fucking
there's a reason why I don't like the director.
Midnight in Paris. Woody Allen.
Yeah.
I like that film.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
That's a show. Actually, yeah. I like Woody Allen films. Some of them I
Roman
like.
Polanski.
I haven't seen any Roman. The Pianist is pretty good.
The
Pianist.
The
The Pianist.
You fully said the penis.
Just didn't. We can listen back to
The
it.
pianist.
We can listen back to it. This is
Whatever.
The Pianist.
Same. You said it again.
The Pianist. Yeah.
The penis.
Yeah. The Pianist.
Yeah, the pianist.
Yeah. The Pianist.
The pianist.
I am seeing the
I knew you
Pianist. Yeah. No. Roman Polanski films.
Yeah.
I've only seen the one. And even at that, I haven't really seen that. The Pianist.
The pianist.
I haven't really seen that film properly, so
Yeah.
can't really comment on it.
Love Adrian Brody.
Love Adrian Brody, so that kind of
Love
balances it
Adrian
out.
Brody.
But yeah, what was that film that you just said there? Fucking Woody Allen films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Inglourious Bastards. Don't really like Tarantino all that
Don't
much.
like Tarantino at all, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't really. I'm just kind of sick of it. Kind of just.
Slimy man.
There's a slimy man.
There's a slimy man.
But you got a reason for that as well. Like
yeah.
American Beauty. I don't like Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I don't really like Leonardo DiCaprio, but I do enjoy his films.
Fair.
I love the Baz Luhrmann Great Gatsby. I loved it.
I like Great Gatsby despite Baz Luhrmann. I don't like Baz Luhrmann's films.
Really?
Yeah.
But I thought that film was great. I really did. Anyone else?
No, I think that might be it. I can't think of any more.
Will I move on to the next question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Robin, I like this question. Benefits and drawbacks of watching movies under influence of drugs.
There's only benefits. Except for sometimes you can't really remember them.
Yeah.
But you remember, it's not important about what happens. What is important is how the film makes you feel. And that shit
Yeah.
lasts forever.
I think when you do that, you have to, like... Sorry.
You can't.
I think when you do that, you have to make sure you're watching the right kind of film.
Yeah.
And you have to be willing, like if you're at home and you pick a film and then you do whatever and then you are watching the film, you have to be willing to turn it off if you're not enjoying it.
Yeah, you gotta know when to stop.
Yeah.
That was like Birds of Prey when we watched it.
Yeah, and Cars.
For some fucking reason.
the Muppets.
Yeah, the Muppets.
But like seeing Old was so funny.
Yeah, seeing it all is fucking great.
Yeah. And
Oh.
what else have we watched?
What's the Matrix?
First Matrix.
The first Matrix, yeah.
I remember, what did we watch? Did we watch The End of the Fucking World? No, not that one. This is the End. Seth Rogen.
I literally, I can't remember that film
I'm
at
pretty
all.
sure we did.
I don't think that being under the influence of that film would make a difference at all.
Yeah, true.
There's few films I've ever seen drunk. I don't really see films drunk.
In the Heights.
Yeah, In the Heights. Yeah, In the Heights was definitely improved by it, but also the sad parts of that film were hilarious.
Bawled my eyes out.
Oh, that's the difference.
Schlibbiden. Oh my god, Owen, there's so many messages in the group
If
chat.
there's too many, I'll just fucking take them on for next week.
Hold on.
'Cause
No,
we're at-
because some of these are to do with couples.
Oh, fuck, we're at 2.5 hours now, so
But we can cut some of the questions. But we might, if they're for couples. Wait, no, this one's good.
okay. Pick out 2 more good
Okay,
questions
hold on.
for couples, and then we'll leave it at that.
Okay, they started talking about their own thing, I think.
But yeah, the benefits is that sometimes, especially you have a little when you watch a movie, it makes you think a little bit more about the film.
does.
Maybe some of the I watch the especially when we and Mark are doing our recommended films. Sometimes you little
Yeah.
beforehand when you watch a movie, it gets the juices flowing in the brain.
Exactly.
Get your hot takes
gets it
coming out.
rolling. It's all good. So Belfast.
Shut the buff.
Well, he asked me. Has Owen ever made you dress up as an octopus in the bedroom?
This is that one time.
Shout out possession.
Shout out to Possession. It was that one time.
He wishes.
That one time. Didn't go down well.
No. Okay. This is the last question.
Last question.
Liam De Bruyne. asks, as a couple, when you go to the cinema, do you go for the share combo or separate popcorn?
Separate
Every time.
every
Separate
time.
things every time. Owen likes to put chocolate in his popcorn and I don't.
Sometimes, yeah, I like to do that.
I'm against it.
Little pick and mix,
Vehemently against it, to be honest. It's not my thing. I'd rather...
Well, that came about, they fucking kick us in the... bite us in the ass when we went to go see the Suicide Squad, and the fucking popcorn was way too big for either one of us.
But we were already a bit tipsy going in, to be fair.
Yeah, no, but those things were massive. Those were ridiculous.
They were huge.
That was taking the piss, like...
I just asked for 2. I didn't even know what I was thinking.
That was taking the piss, though.
Yeah, and they weren't even buttery.
No, they were mad
They're
salty.
so salty. I think that's why I got so drunk, because I was like sipping on my drink to get rid of the saltiness.
It was just down and
Yeah,
cocktails,
I fully was.
Yeah.
Because those
We were also pretty drunk before we got there. So.
Those little Irish craft cocktails are 2 cocktails each, so we have 4 cocktails in the space of like an hour.
Yes, it was a little bit.
That's
I was a bit buzzed.
dangerous.
Good fun though.
I was a bit buzzed.
Will we leave it there?
Yeah.
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 Me and Mark will be back next week. Isabelle will not be here, unfortunately.
I will.
Oh,
I'm
no,
never leaving.
She's now a stated member.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen every time we have a guest. They're
It's
just
like
gonna
in
stay on forever.
season 2 of It's Always Sunny.
Yeah,
I am Danny DeVito.
You're our Frank. Because you're dirty and greasy too.
Going into season 2, the podcast,
Yeah,
episode
full
53, full year.
Fucking hell.
Danny DeVito.
Mad. A recommended film for next week will be The Vanishing by... Your man had a fucking weird name. I remember us talking about it last week. Fuck, where is it? The Vanishing. Wait. The Vanishing by George Slutzer. I said the same thing last week. Slutzer. Yeah, we'll be back next week talking about that. And, regular, back to our normal schedule. Our guest for episode 54 will be pushed out to a later stage, but we will have another guest on, and we will announce that the week before. See you all, everyone. Thanks very much if you're still listening.
Thanks for having me.
No bother at all. I hope that you enjoyed it.
I did.
I hope the listener enjoyed it as well. I definitely changed that seating arrangement. I did not like sitting on the bed.
No, that was
But we'll change that. Thank you all very much. See you all. Bye.
Slán.